He's not paid. I feel like hey guys, it's AMA time. Excuse me, I'll be right back. It's AMA time. If you want to see the front view, you can go to lindsay.tube. Okay, go to lindsay.tube. What's up? AMA on your coaching business. Also available. Dr. V keeps me on time. Also available on lindsay.tube if you want to see the front end. And I can answer, hi guys. Are you guys going to hang out with me all day? Do not tease me. Do not. These AMAs are my favorite, and I'll tell you why. Okay? Here's why. Because, like, I really like to go on tangents, and I like to share. I get really excited about how I can help people and what I can share and, like, all of my mistakes. And so when I'm on an AMA, please tell me if I'm on a good mic. Hey, Aura. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Did you get my voice memo? Please listen to it, Aura, okay? Oh, Shilpa, hello. What is up? Shilpa, I need to send you an email, my dear, dear friend. Okay, I don't have enough light. I'm talking also to Instagram. Hold on, look. You guys should really meet each other, okay? Hey, there's Ian. He doesn't want to come on camera, though. You're busy. You're very busy. Very busy. He's very busy. He's very busy. Okay. Okay. Hey, Manna, what's up? Manna Marketing. Manna Marketing. So is your name Manna and you run a marketing company? Oh, back to what I was saying. Hey, Instagram. You should meet everybody who's joining me on lindsay.tube. Lindsay.tube, you should meet my Instagram. Jamie. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. I should have known. I was just, yeah. Wink, wink. For anybody that filled out the form this morning, Jamie, I'm late on my live today because I was obsessed with those forms and really enjoyed reading them. I did a story. So again, this AMA, I get to just kind of chit chat. Hold on. I need more light. I know I'm a little manic today. Manic Lindsay today. If you join me Sunday night, you got chill. Oh, whoa. That is really bright like the sun. That's very heavenly. Oh man. Oh, Jamie, I loved your form. So you and I at least agree on one thing, you know what I mean? Each other. Hi. So, Dr. V is calling me out on being late. Okay. Tatiana, what's up? Girl, how's it going? I'm a little tempted to talk to Instagram too. Instagram? I know I already did this joke, but it's super funny, right? Instagram, meet the YouTube people, YouTube and Facebook. Meet these guys. Here's the thing about streaming. You can stream everything on StreamYard. I'm on LinkedIn. At least I hope I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube through StreamYard. But because Instagram is so snotty, right? Can we call them snotty? Because they make you like only our platform. Our platform's the only important one. Hey, Jack, what is up? Dr. V, you're late over here. I don't know. Am I going to keep this? Maybe for a minute. Okay, I have some AMAs. Do you guys have any AMAs? I know there was some that were entered. Believe it or not, I haven't had my second cup of coffee yet. I drink one at 5 This is what my schedule looks like. I drink one at 5 in the morning. So Ian and I get up first because I'm a morning person. Ian has become a morning person, although he will claim he is a night owl. But you get so much more done in the morning. So I scurry downstairs and make us both a cup of coffee so he can yawningly join me on the couch while we drink coffee. And then I sit and do some content. So I'll edit some videos, just max and relaxing on I need my candle. I need a candle so I can be at peace today. So then let's see what happens next. So I'll sit and edit videos. I'll go through, I love going through my Instagram feed because I'll see like Yvonne out there. I'll see Dr. V out there. I'll see, who else do I see? Bonnie out there. I'll see Elizabeth out there. So I'll go through my stories and I'm sitting on the couch and Ian has to make lunch for these 3 little angels of mine. Okay. So then he's making lunch and I'm sitting and relaxing. And then about 5:45, I'm sorry. I just was not ready today. At 5:45, I'll roll into my office. I'll do a fair amount of meditating. I'll touch base with Emily. And then I will go get my butt kicked by Jeff, who is our personal trainer, for 30 minutes. And then I'll get the kids ready and go to work. Hey, Okay, I'm reading comments now. Okay, I'm reading comments now. I will leave you guys. You know what? I'm just going to reset up Instagram here really quick, and then I'll be back to answer questions, okay? Again, the beautiful part about the AMA is that I'm like here all day. Hi, Jamie. That I'm here like not all day, but I'm here for several hours, and like I just get to kind of like talk about whatever I want to talk about and stuff. So it's cool. Okay. Yes. Emily, wasn't this a great idea? Dr. V, why are you always making me feel like I'm behind? Like I'm so confused all the time. Okay. Okay. There. I feel like I should also get a mic for Instagram. Give me one more millisecond here. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go with questions. I can't find my mic right now. Okay, well, so much for that idea. Looks like Instagram gets crappy audio today. I don't make you feel any. Yes, you do, Dr. V. You keep me on time. Okay. All right. Tarot and Soul Guru Ara. Okay. We have questions. Okay. Lindsay, enough screwing around. You promised these people an AMA. It's time to stop screwing around and actually do an AMA. So let's all take a deep breath together. Okay. I'm not going to waste your time. Here we go. Jack, so I can answer any questions on building an online coaching business. So I know all things. This is good for everyone to hear. So Jack, I'm really glad that you brought this up. Okay. All things online coaching business. I've been in the digital marketing industry for 15 plus years. Okay. My specialty is online coaches. So that looks like how to sell more courses, one-on-one programs, retreats, memberships. Emily, we've done it kind of all, like how to launch, how to do those things. But my recent true love, okay, is the power of creating content, amazing content from you and your stories that you can share with online to get people to connect with you. And then when people connect with you, then you start building a community. And when you build an online community, like big shout out to my online community, Dr. V, Elizabeth, Bonnie, Tatiana, Ara, Emily, all these wonderful people. They just stay connected to you, and then you become friends and you help each other, and selling coaching becomes more of an opportunity instead of an obligation. And when you sell coaching as an opportunity instead of an obligation, this is what happens. You don't feel like you're selling anyone, okay? And then number two, when you fill a cohort of coaching students, you don't have refunds. Everybody wants to be there. It becomes a whole lot more amazing and fun to actually coach and to walk people through this stuff. One thing I've definitely learned as a digital marketer. What is up, D. Scott? What's up? And then I promise I'm going to get to your questions. One thing I've learned as a digital marketer after all these years, and it doesn't matter what kind of verbiage I say or what I do, is that people come, and I've done a talk like this. We are digital marketers. We are not magicians. And so that's the case, right? With all coaching programs too, okay? I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, hi D. Scott, on coaches, and they've all had a little lesson in there. They've all been worth it, and they've all honestly resulted in whatever I put forth, okay? From what I know about coaching, most of it is your personal struggle, overcoming your personal mindset, getting out of your own freaking way, accepting what the coach can say, and having enough self-trust to actually execute it in your way, very authentically, the way that you want to do it. So what's my point? I can't remember my point. Hey, Rose, what's up? Rose is one of my favorite people. Speaking of community, this Irish Rose, okay? She's an amazing, awesome person. And she can help you understand your soul, okay? And find your soul. She has a soul map thing that is so amazing. Okay. Shilpa, Ara, I am here. I swear. Okay. All right. It is only 10:14. I am only 10 minutes late. Okay. So back to questions. Jamie, I'm so glad you changed your name. Speaking of, Jamie proves a really amazing point, right? Is that in my Content That Converts class, I teach the importance or the value of putting your name on your social media profiles. We're out there on social to do business with people socially. So when we hide behind our business names, okay, it adds a little wall. Now, in fairness, it may be also adding a little wall for you where you're like, yeah, I feel a lot better not interacting as my name, because we have all of this negative mindset stuff that we have to go through that we really talk about in the Content That Converts program. And I did it for a long time under the moniker One Click Lindsay. I was like, it's not really me. It's this One Click Lindsay character. And I took her out behind the barn and shot that in 2020. That's not a very nice thing to say. That is just not a very nice thing to say. Hold on. Samantha says, Emily, will you put this down on our questions list, and also everybody in the comments, because I'm obviously got too excited about being able just to talk to myself today. And there are people here who have questions. We have questions. Okay. Samantha says on Instagram says, how important is digital marketing in an analytical startup, which is in line for funding? Wow, Samantha, that is a heck of a question. So I would say that is not my specialty, unfortunately. I would love to answer that question, but I would say overall, what I teach and digital marketing can benefit any business. But unfortunately, this is where my expertise runs out. Okay. If you have an instant pot recipe or something about an online coaching business or how to manage 3 children without losing your mind most of the time, then I can answer those. But I would say digital marketing is very important. Unfortunately, I've never been in the funding, in line for funding world. It's not a world that I've ever been in. Okay. Emily, I'm also on Slack, and I'm now paying attention to you and not ignoring you because you're telling me I'm late. Okay. I'm going to silence Slack, which, by the way, hello, if you guys were in the workshop, wasn't that a fantastic workshop? You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Not wrong learning. Jamie, I got to correct you, girl. I got to correct you. It is not wrong learning, right? So I'm going to talk. I'm just going to talk. You guys will have to wait for your questions. Hopefully you can stay for a minute, okay? Because there's good lessons here, and I'm here all day. Lucky for you guys. Shilpa, I changed from my business name to my personal name a few years ago. I'm curious. Thanks, Ara. I'm curious if you guys had the same mindset kind of garbage that I did, where some people really want to hide behind their business name because they don't want to put themselves out there, and it feels like this wall. Well, guess what? When I build a wall of self-protection and I don't want to be vulnerable with you, then they also they feel that wall. And when you want to make real connections and build a coaching business that feels authentic and doesn't use all of these high pressure sales tactics, which I've employed, which totally work. Okay. But for my personality, they're not my favorite. Emily, Debbie has a question. Can you just write it down? Because I have something else to say with Jamie saying wrong teaching. I have to go back to that thought. Debbie says, how do you deal with that? To make lots of money, I have to go give up all my free time demons. Debbie, I love that question. Emily, can you please write that down? Emily, can you Slack me? Do you see these questions on Instagram? I know. I didn't even tell you I was going on Instagram today. So lucky for Emily. Okay. Jamie, awesome. Wrong teaching. So I just want to address this. Sometimes we think that, right? Like I can teach you something. I've certainly learned how to do this in 10 different ways from 25 different coaches, and from every coach. And this is my takeaway from those who find value in coaching, which you totally should. Finding value in coaching and finding a shortcut and finding someone to help you walk through the pain that is building an online business is on the very top of my wow, I wish I would have known that sooner list. Okay. So if you haven't invested in coaching, you haven't invested in courses, and you're out there on YouTube and podcasting and you're searching through all of the information, and it's not going to be cohesive, and using a little bit of this and a little bit of that is just crazy making. So at the very top of my list. Things I wish I would have known sooner would certainly be to invest in coaching or a program for sure. So definitely you don't have to invest in mine, but please find one. But by the way, if Instagram and YouTube interest you and you want to learn how to create awesome content that way from your heart, showing up as you are, being who you are online. Yes, you don't have to put out all of your big scars and your recent divorce and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about sharing with people a little bit about you, putting a little bit about you online, right? You would be shocked to know, right? That you just putting out, for example, your favorite food online will make people remember you more than you putting out, I have this webinar, please attend it. Okay? Like, it's just the way humans work. We like to connect with people like us, and with a simple little tidbit of this is my favorite food, then either people are going to make a quick judgment on that. I'll say it right now. My favorite food is French fries. Say what you will, okay? Say what you will about French fries. They are my favorite food, okay? They cannot be a food. Dr. V probably has way better food because his wife is a Mexican food blogger, all the things, okay? Oh, mom's here. My mom's here. I was going to call her and make sure she got on. There you go, okay? That's mother. That's my mom. I got to make sure she's online. She likes to come and listen, and I love that she comes. So we want to make sure she's taken care of. Jamie, I'm so glad you agree with that. So do I. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Emily. Emily's answering questions on Instagram. Hi, Shauna. Shauna's on Instagram now. All right. We're answering your questions. Here we go. All right. Which, by the way, one more thing. I only have 5 places left for the Content That Converts.me intensive. Now, I call it intensive, but please know I call it that because all together for 12 weeks, 20 of us are going to go through the process of creating a YouTube channel, Instagram, how those two beautiful things work together, how to make sales I don't know if you guys saw how I launched this time. I will show you. It's the most amazing, awesome launch ever. And I will show you how to stay authentic and how to extend opportunities and not obligations to people. Sometimes when you do those hardcore sales tactics, it can certainly feel like an obligation. Okay. What else do I want to say? You got to fill out that intake form by tonight. Okay. So many people have. If you haven't taken the time, please take time to fill out the intake form. No pressure. We'll just text you. Maybe you're not a good fit. There was over 45 people now that have filled out that form. The cohort has 15 people in it right now. So many of them filled it out. We're not a good fit right now. I gave them other advice. I like all these things. And I did it nicely. Of course, that's the point. I only want people you only want to work with me if you're a good fit in this cohort. I only want to work with you if you're a good fit. So why don't we just have some good juju going on in this coaching program and we all decide we want to move forward together. So that intake form is available. Emily is certainly going to publish the comments. Okay. Emily certainly is. Cassandra says hi. Oh, Rose. Yes, Jamie. It is nice that my mom is here. You're right. Thanks, Dr. V. Okay. Question. Sharon, my pal, my good old friend, Sharon Maniac, which, by the way, this gal, let me tell you how awesome online coaching can be. Okay. She came to me several years ago. I hope you don't mind me sharing, Sharon. Sharing, Sharon. I am in a mood today. Emily, I trust you on Slack to say you need to get to business and stop screwing around. Okay. She's the producer. Okay. Sharon came to me. She's running this restaurant. She's working her butt off. You want to talk about someone who can work hard and make crap happen? It's Sharon, okay? Out of pure, sheer willpower and wit and grit, okay? You want the epitome of grit in a picture of a woman? Go look at Sharon. She's freaking awesome. She makes awesome food. She has stepped up. And here's the thing. The pandemic sucks for restaurants. I don't know if you guys know that. Chances are you do, right? Because who's been to a restaurant in the past year and a half? Not I, really. Okay. So she starts selling these cooking classes online because she loves to cook. She's a natural at it. She's so kind and awesome and can teach you how to make amazing, like mozzarella cheese and like all this amazing stuff. So she pivots during the pandemic and takes her restaurant. She's still doing the restaurant, but she's also selling these awesome cooking classes. And we're running ads for her. Okay. And you guys have heard me complain and cry and lament over Facebook ads and the iOS update. In March when Apple came out and was like, Facebook, you're so cute, but you're not going to track people on our devices. And guess what? Over 50% of the people in the world are on our devices. So have fun, Facebook. So Emily and I are pulling our hair out. Yes, February was our most profitable month in ads. We made like $40K in profit off of selling courses in February. And it was freaking amazing. And then that iOS ad update came and it just annihilated so much. Okay. We don't make near that. We're getting there, but it totally annihilated us. But back to Sharon, not me. Okay. Emily, thanks for catching people on the gram. Okay. The gram. That's so stupid. Maybe it's not stupid, but it's not really like, I view like that's what my 10-year-old would say. The gram. Okay. So Sharon comes out and she starts selling these cooking classes. Dude, we are running severe ads for this woman and she is profitable as all get out. And she's killing it. And I'm just so proud of her. She deserves it. Okay. She deserves it. That's the thing. Okay. Building your online coaching business. And I learned this from these intake forms. Oh, my heart. Okay. We sometimes get really stuck in our own heads about our own journey and that we're the only ones that have to scrape and crawl and go up this horrible mountain and it's so painful and I get knocked down and why is this so much easier for everybody else and why do I struggle so much and it's so easy for everybody? It's not. And this was very obvious in the intake forms. And it if you saw the physical representation of me, with all of the hardship in my coaching business, like I would be a crumpled ball on the floor over here in the corner, right? But if you approach all this with a great attitude and you look at every failure as a learning opportunity, right? Then you can start, then everything opens up for you and you can actually start to succeed, like Sharon. I'm sure there's so much time she wanted to give up, especially with the freaking pandemic taking out her restaurant like it did, She made that work. She makes everything work. Okay, I'm done talking. Okay, here we go. Dr. V. Facebook is so cute, isn't it? Okay, thanks, Tatiana. Okay, Manic Lindsay Tuesday. I like that. How do I know? This is Sharon's question. Here we go. How do I know when it's time to raise my prices on my classes? I didn't even read her question, and here it is. As an FYI, all but one type has been selling out, and I just keep creating new classes. Okay. It is, you know what, Jamie? It's really not, but okay, I will answer. I love AMAs for this reason. Okay. Sharon. So we're going to be talking about this a lot in the content that converts 12-week intensive. Okay. You got to fill out the intake form to snag one of those last 5 places. I'm closing down that intake form today. Again, no pressure. Just because you fill out the intake form doesn't mean like that you're committing to anything. You might want to fill it out. A couple people filled that out just for introspection purposes. And I thank you for that. But in your coaching business, when you're creating your signature coaching program, you're going to go through some testing. I can't even tell you how much I had searched for my signature coaching program. I have helped hundreds of other coaches find their signature coaching program. I mean, look at freaking Karen Atkinson Carr selling YouTube for agents. That gal brings it home telling realtors how to sell on YouTube. Okay. And she kills it. She is amazing. She came to me with making $10,000 a month selling that. This is her signature program. It's like the only thing that she does. And I don't know if it's any of my business. She's done plenty of testimonies. I'll just tell you, this girl easily does 6-figure launches all day long on her signature course. So Sharon, my advice to you is it's time to raise the price. Okay. If they are selling out, it is time to slowly raise the price on that class. You can keep looking for other classes that sell out. But the other thing you want to do is take people who are taking one class and we'll come up with a funnel. Sharon is a one-on-one client for me. So this is us kind of working it out. Sharon, on our next call, we need to talk about how when they take one class, we can get them into those other 2 classes. Okay. And so you want to have like a nice natural progression. So certainly, Sharon, I'm pretty sure that your signature course is going to be this mozzarella cheese making class. Okay. But we will talk about that on one-on-one. It's time to raise your prices. That's the answer. That's the answer. Rose says, I'm still testing with mine. Yeah. It's all part of the process. Gosh, how long have I searched for my signature coaching program? Okay. I went through Still My Funnel. That was pretty good. There were some problems with that. I didn't personally like teaching it that much. So that was Still My Funnel. I did Facebook marketing something. Anyway, I've gone through a lot of them and some were successful, some were not. Some I enjoyed teaching, some I did not enjoy teaching. So I immediately was like, yeah, that's not what I want to do. And so you do want to give yourself some time with your signature coaching program, but it is so important to start to figure that out because it becomes the cornerstone of your entire online coaching business. So and especially when you're talking about content, okay? So the content that converts course, if you go out and watch any of my Instagrams, especially my stories, or you head over to TikTok or any content that I have done in the last 8 months, okay? Pretty much every piece of content has used the words content that converts.me. That's my signature coaching program. It's my sweet spot. It's what I want to teach. It's how I teach. It's one of the best freaking strategies you guys can employ to actually build your online coaching business because it's about content and it's about not vanity metrics and it's about no technical stuff and it's about how to connect with people and build a community and build a coaching business that you actually love. Yes. And so it's so easy when you have that signature coaching program to weave it into your content and people don't feel sold to. But then when it's time to look at this, ooh, that's fun. Then when it's time to open the doors, they already know what it is. And that's why we're covering that in the 12-week intensive. It's really, really important. And not only that, but people will have a signature coaching program that's killing them. I can't even tell you how many one-on-one clients will come to me. Lindsay, I am currently coaching one-on-one 30 people, 30 hours a week. I can't even imagine coaching for 30 hours a week or what that looks like or how freaking exhausting that is. And so people come to me and they're like, and this is what they always say. Okay. If you're saying this in your head, this is what everyone says. And I'm here to tell you, no, no, no. They will be like, but this is the only way that I can teach this. Okay. I have to teach it one-on-one. I have to do, I can't do group coaching. What am I going to do? This is the only way to teach it. And that's one reason why you want to go to a coach or you want to go to an outside view because every time they come to me, I'm like, no, 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 no. And what kind of coaching business affords you more time, more money, more freedom, more impact that you're working one-on-one for 30 hours a week? How do you even clear your head doing that? Mad respect, hats off to you. But no, the beautiful part about running an online coaching business, you guys, is the freedom. Okay. More time. I put that first in my little saying because time is your biggest asset and you want to be able to free that up and leverage it. Okay. So there's 100 ways to set up a coaching program that fits in with your lifestyle and how you want to teach and what you want to do. Okay. So yeah, I'll cover that. And that's why I'm covering it because it's so, so foundational and important. Yes. Yes, Jamie. Yes. 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 And here's the thing, Jamie, I really loved your form. I just have to say that. Okay, sorry. Yes, Rose, you're absolutely right. Okay, well, I have a bunch of people on. I do have to make a quick announcement. Tonight is happy hour, okay? Come as you are. I used to require cameras, but I'm not, okay? Come as you are. Like, just, it's a Zoom room. We're meeting in the Zoom room at 5 o'clock. I have a big surprise for you. World's best, world's most famous, world's most talented hypnotist and mentalist is going to be headlining at TLC Happy Hour tonight. Honestly, you guys, if you have not seen the great, the magnificent Ronnie Barris perform, well, okay, I'll give you a free ticket. It's always free because we're just connecting, okay? No big sales pitch, no nothing. We're just meeting up a bunch of online coaches that are like, yeah, we want to make some friends, laugh, and have some fun. So meet us in the Zoom room. Thank you, Jamie. I hope you can make it 5 p.m. PST. We go for 60 to 90 minutes, and it's a total freaking blast. Come as you are, on or off camera, on or off microphone. Come and meet my cool friends. They will become your friends too. Did you know you can make online friends? You can. They're as good as in-person friends. And then we'll have an event next year and we'll all meet each other and kumbaya together. But if you want the Zoom room link, let me know. Just DM me or DM someone on my team, or you can always go look at our calendar. I have this social calendar because I'm a big social person. And when you build a community, you can have social events and it's super fun. It's really raining. Okay. So you're going to go to crew.lindsay.tube. There's a big fat red button on there that says calendar. Click that button and it will show you our calendar, and you can put it on top of your Google Calendar so you don't miss anything. But we're always partying on the fourth Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. Rose, I think that's out of your time zone, isn't it, girl? Isn't it? Yes. Oh, Jamie, don't you apologize. It's 5 p.m. PST. So that everyone knows how egocentric I am. Anytime I shout out a time, it's going to be PST because I'm in Portland, Oregon. Okay. There you go. You guys are so awesome. Dr. V, are you coming to happy hour tonight? Are you going to play your French horn tonight? Huh? Tell me. Okay, Mike Mitchell, who joined us in the, oh, Jamie. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to make it. But I will tell you this though. Anybody who is interested, I have some ongoing conversations with people to snag some of those last 5 seats in the cohort. The trainings are going to be at 5 o'clock, or not 5 o'clock, 10 a.m. PST on Tuesdays. It's going to be how to do stuff. Here's the strategy, everything you need to know, plus a whole bunch of mindset stuff. That's where I get all weak in the knees, is about the mindset stuff, because I've taught strategy for so many years. And it really, really bugged me how often I can teach people strategy and how little they'll actually implement the strategy, even simple strategy, like this isn't even a tech thing. Okay. It's like, hey, go on a Facebook Live, and how few people will do it. And so I only want to teach coaching programs that actually work and have success. And so it really, strategy is certainly one thing. And we are going to be talking about YouTube and Instagram and email and content strategy, and a strategy that you actually like and want to implore and can get ahead of, and that actually works and doesn't soak up all of your time. Okay. Of course, you have to put some work into it of planning, and then it won't take up your time anymore. And then on Thursdays, every Thursdays is Tech Thursday. So 10 o'clock in the Zoom room, you can ask any tech questions you want. I'll be there to answer. Emily will be there to answer. We can go off in a breakout room. We can share with the whole thing. So you're not going to get stuck on any tech, although the strategies that I teach are very, very little technical. Very little. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm looking to fill this cohort of 20 people for the Content That Converts Me program. And I don't have a sales page. And I'm a digital marketer. Oh, the horror. Have I turned my back on you, digital marketing? Digital marketing. And I love a good sales page, okay? I love creating them. I love seeing them. I've studied them a lot. And yeah, so I'm not even going to teach you how to make a sales page in this class because you don't need one. Yeah. Okay. You guys are too much fun. Sharon, I just got done talking about you. Oh wait. Oh yes. Oh, 1 a.m. Oh, Rose, I would love for you to do that. By the way, I am looking for some talent for a TLC happy hour. I will make you look good. Okay, we got Ronnie, we got John. I have some other surprises for you, but if you have a talent, even if it has to do with your coaching business, okay? DM me, even if it's a 30-minute, like maybe I'll bring Beckett on, my son, and I'll have him flip his eyelids. Like that is a heck of a talent. It only takes 20 seconds. So if you can do something cool like that and you want to be in the lineup, and there should be like 30 to 50 people there. That's usually how many show up. So like it's a good opportunity to talk to me, to have some fun, and to flip your eyelids. Okay. Actually, it's a really gross thing, and I don't really like it when he does it. So probably won't have him do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll be so desperate for entertainment tonight that I'll bring Beckett in here and he will flip his eyelids for you. It's very disgusting. Sharon, you might want to rewind because I just answered your question. Kathy, tonight at happy hour, yes. Will you do some magical chakra something? Can you DM Emily and tell her yes or no, or tell me on here? Can I put you there? Just say yes, put me down. Okay, Mike, I want to come, but I have a key meeting. Mike, you're breaking my heart, Mike. Okay. So, Mike, speaking of Mike, I'm on Instagram too. Hi, Instagram. Okay. How does an autoresponder work? It's probably super simple to build a list, but it's a blind spot for me. You know what, Mike? I am so freaking glad you asked this question. I remember being at my very first live event with a coach, my very first business coach. I ended up laying down 50K. That's a 50K over a year. The very first time I went to a live event, met this business coach. I laid down 50K a year, and we were struggling. I think I was $100,000 in tax debt. And I was like, I really, really need some help. So I laid down 50K. That was really scary. I still remember pacing. It was in San Diego. I still remember pacing back and forth on this pier talking to Ian. And Ian's like the best. Okay. He like money. He doesn't have any money problems, like money mindset issues. Just like, it's cool. It's cool. And me being like, I had so many money mindset issues at the time. I still feel for her. Okay. It was very scary. Shilpa, is that her? Okay. Kathy, you're in the lineup. You're after John. Thank you so freaking much. Okay. Follow Kathy at Chakra Coach. See what happens when you volunteer for happy hour. I'll do a call out for your Instagram handle. Follow Kathy. She's the best. Chakra coaching. Huh? So I think Shilpa really wants to see Beckett turn his eyelids inside out. I'll see what I can do. He'll want to show you. It's really disgusting. Okay. Autoresponder. So I'm at this thing and they're talking about broadcast emails and autoresponder. And I remember thinking, I'm a digital marketer and I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So Mike, you and I totally understand. So this was several years ago. Let me line it to you straight. You got two kinds of emails. Okay. So people come onto your list. Maybe they download your lead magnet, which doesn't really work anymore. Okay. Or they sign up for a challenge or a launch or a webinar, which does work, which you should be doing. Okay. And then they're on your email list. Then I recommend a once a week email. That's a broadcast email that goes out to the list. Here's the broadcast email. This is kind of like what's going on in my life right now. What's happening in the coaching business right now. Okay. And that goes out to the list. But an autoresponder looks like this. Okay. Hey, I'm hosting the Content That Converts.me workshop. Here is a landing page. You guys can go and check out that landing page. Actually, it's live. ContentThatConverts.me. And when people hit that button, whether it be free or paid, that one's paid. So you hit pay and they enter in their name and email. That then goes into your email marketing software, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Kajabi, like all the ones that I'm drawing a blank on right now. Okay. And that is set up to say, hey, after someone comes onto my list, within the net, you can say this, within 1 hour of them coming on my list, send them this email, which might be, hey, thanks for signing up. Here's the link to the Zoom room. Here's everything you need to know. Super excited you signed up. And then you can say, and a day later, say this, hey, so glad you signed up. Rah, rah, rah. 1, 2, 3, XYZ. And you can set that up in perpetuity. Okay. So the difference being is a broadcast email is sent real time to everybody right now, where a drip email sequence is based on an individual person on the exact time that they subscribed, and you can time it out so that they feel like it's personal. And you can kind of like, if you want to not sell to someone for 5 days, then you can like set it up to not send an email for 5 days. So that's the difference. Back in the day, sending people to a lead magnet with a follow-up email sequence was like all the rage, and everyone was doing, hi, Ashley. Ashley's like my new BFF, okay? This is what happens when you fill out forms. They're the bomb because you get to know people. But where was I? Back in the day, lead magnet. Then you do this drip email sequence. Hey, here's the lead magnet. And then the day later, oh, did you see this part of the lead magnet? Then 2 days later, oh, make sure you get on my calendar for a consult call. Oh, did you see me on this podcast? Oh, I'm writing a book. Oh, this, right? And you build authority and you tell your story through a series of 10 emails. And then eventually they'll freaking get on your calendar and you can book them. Well, guess what? That's actually no longer really effective. We try it a lot. I've actually kind of stopped trying it. It's good for kind of like building your list, but it's not so good for like converting people through that. Now it's good for a list builder, but then you got to turn around and do something live, okay? Because people need to feel your vibe. They need to see what you're like. And the best way to do that is through live. So there's 3 ways to build intimacy. Here's the intimacy ladder. Hold on. I got to turn off my dinging. Okay, I'm having lots of dinging. Hey, John, Chike, I actually want to answer that. Emily, put that in. Okay. Linda, I love my digital marketing. It provides dividends for every type of business. Learning about importance of email too. Awesome. Okay. John will be at happy hour tonight, by the way. All you have to do is just show up. Again, you don't have to be on camera or anything. We'd love for you to be on camera, but it'll be fun. Just come. Okay. Where was I? I'll answer Chike's question, which was, do you use a particular sales letter? Yeah, here's the sales letter formula that works. Are you ready for this? Okay. There is no formula. This is what I find works best of all. And this is what I teach in the Content That Converts Me program is if you're copying sales letter templates and stuff like that, it comes across as extremely impersonal. It comes across as you're trying to sell people. What works, at least what I teach, my flavor of digital marketing is the more you show your personality and you're introspective about extending an opportunity and not an obligation to people, and you're just real with people and you outline it in very clear terms, and you definitely step into your authority and you let people know how you can help them, and you sit down and write a conversational, copywritten email, conversational, not salesy. That's what actually converts people. So no, I don't. Although I have studied lots of Russell Brunson, I have studied a lot of Dan Locke. I appreciate the art of a good sales letter, but turning around and utilizing that for your online coaching business is an entirely different story, especially based on because people want to connect with you as a coach because of your personality and your vibe and your perspective. And how can you get those 3 things across in a sales letter if you're using a template? Does that make sense? Okay. But although so there you go. Linda, I would love that. I love to go live. Yes, Jamie. Okay, back to the questions. I answered Mike's question. Emily, thank you. I'm 2 questions in and I'm only an hour in. Okay. Oh, Debbie. Mwah. Debbie, you were talking about the intimacy ladder. Yeah, that has a ring to it. I think I'm going to use that. Here's the intimacy ladder. Okay. texting, okay, or like the written word. There's only so much you can get out of the written word. We all already know this because certainly you have sent an email or a text that has been taken the wrong way, and that you have said, I probably should have handled that in person. That's the problem with texting. You know what I mean? The second is going to be voice. And so many of you who have filled out the awesome intake form, again, have I thanked you for taking the time to do that. Huh? Will get voice memos from me, and several people have been like, "What? What's a voice memo? What is this sorcery?" And it's been awesome. I am good on voice memo. I really like doing voice memos because the thing that I hate doing, and this is how you guys should create intimacy in your online coaching business with the people that follow you on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube, is like, you need to put your voice out there, and not in a salesy way, but in a way to actually connect with people, to create a connection. And so the way Instagram, for those that don't know, the way Instagram and Facebook voice memoing options are set up, is set up with 60-second time intervals. You can only record these voice memos for 60 seconds. Now, you're going to look like a complete ASS. I guarantee it, as you're getting used to this, because it will cut you off, and you'll be like if you're anything like me, you're like in the middle of like saying something amazing, and you realize that the thing cut off 4 minutes ago and you've just been chatting. But Facebook and Instagram, like, don't hate this feature. This is a great feature. Do you want to know why they do that? Because they don't want you nobody wants to listen to a 10-minute voice memo. Okay? Myself included, your guys' selves included. So this is a really great way for Instagram and Facebook to be like, listen, keep it short, toots. Okay? It's time to keep it short. Like, get your message across. So you should embrace that feature. I love it because your voice memos back to me are quick. My voice memos back to you are very quick, and there's time to listen. And so start employing a little bit of that voice memo stuff in your Instagram and in your Facebook, because that's the second step on the ladder of intimacy. And then finally, and I think you guys know what this is, you already know what I'm going to say for the third step on the intimacy ladder, is video. Okay? When people see you and they understand your vibe, like for anybody who is taking the Content That Converts.me course, you saw this really, really not very nice email that came in that I read, because when you guys start putting yourself online as yourself, people are going to have a reaction to it. Okay? And so you have to get ready. So in the CTCME 5-day workshop, I read 2 emails. One email was from an amazing dude who I did not know, who wasn't even in the course or anything. I wrote a straight up sales email to the list, and he responded and said, Lindsay, this is the most entertaining email that I've seen in my inbox for quite some time. And it was a sales email. And I was like, go me. Yes. And that goes back to that. What template do you use? I didn't use a template. I sat down and wrote what was on my heart and in my own way. Okay. And it was entertaining, and it's selling, but it's not like I'm being sold to. Plus, it's so much easier just to like sit and be yourself. You know what I mean? So the second email that I shared was from a gal named, let's just call her Abby. Okay. And she basically came to the Content That Converts Me course and was like, this was her email. I want my money back. I want my money back because your voice, I cannot handle your voice. I can't handle your voice on live. I cannot handle your voice on replay. I really can't handle you. Something like this. And it was just totally mean. Okay. And so I shared that with the class as a prime example of this is what happens when you put yourself out there. And if you're not attracting people, you are certainly not. If you're not repelling people, you certainly are not attracting people. So when we're on video, on that third step of the old intimacy ladder, okay, it's people will be able, like, obviously, if you don't like this excited, like, fire hose of information that is Lindsay, okay, and the go get him rah rah rah, kind of however you guys want to describe me, then I'm not for you, and that's totally okay. Totally. But you guys also have to be okay with that. Okay. From my experience showing up online, I certainly was scared, and I was trying to play to the common denominator. So I would show up very businesslike. Go look at my old videos. Not even very long ago, 2 years ago. Very, like, I would put on, like, I'd look businessy, and I would watch what I say, and I would not be myself, and I would make sure to get to the point, and I would like do all this kind of stuff. Okay. And I wasn't no one was leaving me any mean emails. I'll tell you that. Okay. But certainly I didn't have a bunch of really awesome friends. I wasn't being myself. My coaching business certainly wasn't where I wanted it to be back then either. And so stepping into yourself and being yourself online, so powerful. So powerful. And my favorite part is that it's so much easier because you're being authentic. You're just like being yourself. And so, you don't have to like cover your bases or like, what did I say? Or how did I act? Or, oh my gosh, all these people are now enrolled in my coaching program and they expect the freaking world from me because I really just wanted sales and I was promising the world and like all the things. But instead, you're just kind of authentic and you're just like showing up and everything is easier. And the energy exchange between you and your audience is natural and it feels good and it feels uplifting. Guys, it's the way. It's so awesome. And I just get so passionate about it because I've, I just have done all the things. I've done it all. And it's the way, especially with your options on building a coaching business right now. Hey, Yvonne, I have to wave to Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Oh my gosh, if you guys don't know Yvonne, go follow her. Yvonne D. Hines on Instagram. She has the best Instagram stories. And she has this great English accent. Mwah, 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 mwah. Anyway, what are your options for growing your coaching business, guys? Let's count them. Here we go. I'm going to read. Actually, let me read some comments real quick. Thank you, Ara and Debbie, my two best friends keeping me online. Firehose Lindsay, that's right. Laura. Oh, yeah, Laura. Thank you. Of course. That's what I teach. Okay. Laura over here on Facebook said, well, did you give her money back? Guys, for those courses and stuff like that, yeah, I will always give my money back. If you don't like my courses, we've sold thousands and thousands of them. Happy to give you your money back. I don't want you to buy a course and you get to know me and be like, I cannot handle this. Totally. I know I'm not for everybody and it's totally fine. Freedom from little firecracker Lindsay. Yeah. Oh, Dr. V. So interesting. The colors are warmer on Instagram than Facebook or YouTube. Is that? Yes, it's a camera thing. It's a camera thing. Yep. Because I'm on my Canon DSLR on Facebook and YouTube right here. I'll show you on Instagram. Maybe you guys can see it on it. Yes, look. Do you see my setup? So that's my DSLR camera. And I'm using StreamYard to stream to LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And I have this big ring light as well as a box light up there. Because honestly, I was on Cassandra's show and she was like, you're really too dark. And I totally was. And then I have this backlight back there. Because I watched a YouTube video that was like, if you have a backlight, then you pop more. And it's true. It's true. Hi, I hope you guys aren't sick on Instagram. I just took Instagram for a little ride here. Okay. Jamie, you can go live everywhere with eCam. Oh, so yeah, there's a lot of options. Thank you, Jamie. There's a lot of options. Sorry, now we're getting through old comments. I'll be here all day. Go get your lunch. Join me. It's only 11 o'clock. This is awesome. Okay. eCam. So there's a lot of ways to go live on these multiple platforms. My experience was I searched and I've used Zoom for a while. I tried with eCam. There's this other one that they get really, really super techie and stuff like that. My experience with eCam was like, it wasn't one and done. Be done with it, Something I have learned about going live and putting yourself out there is the more work it takes. Like even to the point where you have to set up a camera or make sure your lights are set. You add any more to the chore that is going live, the mindset issues will eat you alive on that. Even me, which I am good at going live. I've gone live so much, But like, if I don't have my studio set up, honestly, I'll be like, find 10,000 reasons to not go live that day. And it'll be easy. I don't have the lights set up. This is going to take 15 minutes. Why would I want to take 15 minutes right now? I have so much other things to do, like all the things. So you want to get into a nice flow of just being able to go live at ease. And so that's why I use StreamYard, because it's so easy to schedule, so easy to go live, so easy to see all these comments. Oh, I'm so glad you feel me on that. And thank you for the compliments on Instagram. They said it's good content. So that's good. It's always good to have good content and compliments. So thank you very much. Ara, look, I have to smile, Ara, because you have people in these classes and they share. This happens with every cohort, okay? And there's just there's several people in every cohort of every class I've ever taught online that you just feel connected with. Now, there's people in my sphere that would say, this energetic exchange between two people. And I totally believe that. And R is one of them. I hope she doesn't mind me saying. She's awesome. She's just so cool. And like, she raises my cool quotient way up here just to be friends with her. But she asks, what app do you use to schedule posts for Insta? And is it better to do it on the phone or on the computer? Okay, I'll tell you what I know. First of all, yeah, you guys have got to get to scheduling. Okay. That's right, Yvonne. Yvonne said being prepared. Absolutely. Yes. So I'm going to try to read some live comments. Right back at you, girl. What's up, James? What is up in the house? James, what do you do? I don't know James, but I'd like to, because he speaks my language, which is subhomie. I've totally said that. So we do want to get to scheduling. Okay. Scheduling is going to save you so much. So please, here's the problem is many of you have a scheduling app, but you're scheduling really boring. Don't be mad at me. Crappy content. Okay. Here's the litmus test for content. I feel like I'm yelling. Here's the litmus test for content. Go to your profile right now. Go to your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, your transformational coach. I feel you, James. I feel you. Okay. You go to any of your social media platforms. Okay, I'm looking at you in the eye. I want you to do this. I want you to do it honestly, introspectively, and without defensiveness. Go there and spend 10 minutes watching your own content, looking through your own posts, spending time there. Do you want to? Do you find yourself entertaining? Can you spend 10 minutes looking at your own content and being like, that is pretty, I did good there. Like, that is pretty entertaining. Because if you can't, why? Why would you think other people would find it entertaining if you don't? And that's the problem with online content and online businesses is everyone's all buttoned up because we're afraid of what people will think. And we feel like we have to be the authority out there. So I have to be all professional and show people what I know. Okay. And I can't be a real person because all I am is just this robot of a coach that shows up online. Very professional. I'm always very, very professional. Now I'm mocking everybody. Okay. I'm very professional. This was me. I'm mocking myself. I'm very professional. Of course, people only want to work with the most professional people, right? I know I'm really crappy at impressions, but that's okay. I'll go to impressionist school. And so, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Miyaka, you're with Cassandra, right? You're Cassandra's friend. So glad to see you. And so why would you expect other people to find your content interesting if you do not? And you can look at my Instagram, okay? Yeah, it was a snooze fest until 2021. I hate to even admit it. Go and look at it, okay? My face wasn't even showing up on my Instagram much until like 2020. And then 2021, I finally got out of my own way and was like, I am who I am. People who work with me and actually get to know me, right? Which I was not showing on social media, like me. They like my strategies. I find tons of success there. So I may as well just show up like that online. And so then my Instagram got a whole lot more interesting. And this tea. Hi, do you want to say hi? Can I kiss your cheek? Just let me kiss your cheek. Come on. Come on. Thanks, babe. I got tea. I don't know if you got, thank you, babe. I'm sorry to use you as a prop. Okay. He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Thank you, Denora. Denora. Oh, sorry. I haven't talked to Denora for a real long time. She was a coaching student of mine for quite some time. And I just really like her so much. I'm just glad she's here. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Denora. Thank you. Yes, yes. So that was Ian. For those who did not take the Content That Converts course, okay, I shared. This is Ian being my hottie, okay? Ian turned into a real hottie recently, okay? Part of it, well, most of it is internal, okay? When we're internally okay with ourselves. And this is what I teach in the Content That Converts program. Are you ready for this? It's not about how you look, you guys. Not at all. You're all beautiful and amazing. And like Rose Henry says in her Soul App course, which you guys should go check out, okay? Rose Henry should be like, I am the sexiest gal. I'm walking my dogs and I am making it happen, okay? Rose is freaking awesome and all of you can do that. And so this was a big realization for me, okay? When Denora probably talks about my transformation, certainly my looks are part of those. But when I realized that it was not about how I looked, but when I started really thinking about how I felt, about how I looked, then I could really start fixing some things. Okay. And so then I started fixing some things and I did some internal work and I started doing some self-acceptance work. And of course that rubbed off on my dear and amazing husband, Ian. And he had his own insights and him and I went through this journey together. I shared it. And, Ian's lost 60 pounds or something. And my son, you guys will get a real kick out of this. Okay. I can show some pictures a little later, but, my son says to him, and this is something that I can almost guarantee that Ian never dreamed, because Ian has always been a little overweight, like his whole entire life. And he's freaking built now. He is my hottie boombalati right now. Okay. And I don't mind being completely, shallow in saying that. Thank you for the eye candy at 40. I really appreciate it. So my son says to him, because we're big John Cena fans here. Okay. Who's not? Did you know John Cena, out of anybody? Do you guys know who John Cena is? For some reason on YouTube, little kids on like tween YouTube, it's like a thing to shout. It's like John Cena. And so our kids came and they're like, who's John Cena and why did they shout this on YouTube? Okay. I don't know why. But we end up watching like Wipeout and some other stuff with John Cena. He's so awesome. He has given more to Make-A-Wish. He has granted over 650 Make-A-Wishers, more than anyone else. This guy has a heart and body of freaking gold. You know what I mean? Point is, Beckett, my son, my middle son, love you, Beckett. So awesome. He walks up to Ian one day and he's like, you have bigger arms and better abs than John Cena. He says that to my husband. And of course, like, that is not the case. But, I think it really meant a lot to Ian that I don't know that there was any time in his life that he would have dreamed that his son would think of him that way, And Becca will be like, no, I saw John Cena without a shirt on. I see you without your shirt on. Like, it's totally, true. And so, dude, if it's true to Beckett, it is true. You know what I mean? Thank you, Cal. Right. I appreciate you sharing that. Okay. We just watched Shallow Hal. Dr. V says, Shallow Lindsay, not Shallow Hal. We actually just watched Shallow Hal again because we like to watch old movies on Sunday. It totally holds up. Highly recommend it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that was good. What else was I going to say about looks? It's about confidence, like selling yourself online, attracting an audience, building a community. It was really cute, Yvonne. Building a community, like doing all this stuff. You don't have to look a certain way. I promise you. I promise. It's about confidence. People come to people who have confidence, and confidence is an internal thing. Okay. And so you have to be okay with yourself and accept yourself and be like, this is who I freaking am. Ta-da! And when you do that, content is easy, selling is easy, connecting is easy because you don't have to think about it. You're just yourself. And so that was my big takeaway from my physical journey and Ian's physical journey is that like being okay with yourself. One more thing I'll share about Ian is this. Linda, I'm going to read your comment. Linda, the best part of you is the haughty Suffolk. Oh, yeah. Yes, you are all haughty. Okay, listen, I don't have any friends that aren't freaking hot. And so, like, yeah, you guys are included in that. Sorry. Like, it's already done. It is already done. It is so attractive. It is so attractive. So, the other thing about Ian, I'll just mention this because I asked him his permission to share this and he said it was okay. Was, there's certain parts of our body that, that I'm sure you're not a fan of. Certainly. Okay. Certainly. I'm not a fan of my thighs. I'll tell you that right here. Okay. Not a fan. I'm okay with them now though. Okay. I used to be not a fan of a whole lot more than that, but where was I? So Ian, he started losing his hair at a pretty early age. And that's a lot, right? Like I can't even imagine what that's like for a gentleman. It's like, it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. Just like knowing how a bad hair day affects me. You know what I mean? Like, what is that going to be? And so he shared with me through this journey that it was like, yeah, I lost my hair and it was like, what's the point? I will never be that perfect picture of George Clooney-ness, right? And so like, what is the point? And so he kind of was just, and this was something I love about Ian was just like, this is me, like t-shirt, ripped jeans, like this is me. I don't care. But come to find out, right? He's confident in that way, but come to find out, he's basically just like, what's the point of even, of trying? And so, I mean, did you see him? He's so freaking sizzling, man. Yes, I would not change a freaking thing. Thanks, James. That's really sweet. we're so normal. You guys would be like, we're very, very normal. That's right, Linda, my fellow haughty friend. Your wide life. Yes, lots of those, Dr. B. So what happened? So Ian starts working, sees that, we get this personal trainer. We start, thank you, Kai. Mwah. Kai says my course is really awesome. I'm going to leave that up while I finish this with Ian, which is, so we got a personal trainer. He kind of started realizing, I can actually improve my body and like, it's okay. This bald thing is like totally fine. And so then the other thing we did is we went to I'm an online coach, so I have a lot of connections, and I knew a gentleman online, for gentlemen, wow, branding, not a branding, but a stylist. Whew, that was a very difficult word for me. Oh, jeez, you guys are so awesome. Oh my gosh. So we found him a stylist and we threw down nothing. Okay. Like $500. And this stylist, this was a gentleman. He basically just gave Ian the lowdown. Like, well, this is what you want to do if you're bald. And these are the kind of sunglasses you should wear. And this is how you should dress. Like some tips. And just accepting and acknowledging that information. Ian is he looks like a completely different person. And so I also went through the same thing. Like you go look at I know I'm sounding a little vain, but it helps my confidence. Okay. I did some YouTube tutorials on freaking makeup, guys. There's stuff you can do with makeup that make you look better. And I did those tutorials when before I was too worried about being vain or like, what does that mean about me? Or not even confident enough to freaking step up and do a makeup tutorial. There is tutorials out there on YouTube for regardless of what is bugging you about your looks, you can find tips on, and it's not even that hard. Okay. Just a little bit of different eye makeup. And I feel like way better than I used to. All right. Okay. That's it. It's not about how you look though. It's about how you feel, how you look. And if you don't feel good about how you look, let's do something about it so that you feel better about how you look. If you like how you look, Good. You belong here because I don't hang out with good-looking people like you. All right. James, that's very funny. Dude, I would not change Ian now. My favorite thing is to rub his head. Oh my gosh. And he is just the most handsome guy ever. Okay? Okay. Tarot and Soul Guru, how do you have such a cool Instagram profile? I can't add my link tree or categories. And how do you keep track of all the instant messenger messages in a timely manner? Now, probably guilty. I don't know if I do a heck of a job in a timely manner, because here's the thing, and this is what I teach in the course. So fill out the intake form because it closes tonight. Okay? Is this. I also want to live a life. I want to spend a ton of time with my kids. And here's the thing, Ian and I, he worked for me for so many years. And lots of marriage counseling, working with your spouse, guys. It's no freaking joke. Okay. The counseling bills add up. At least for us, it did. And it became extremely clear that you have to set boundaries. And I'm so glad that I had to set boundaries with Ian, because then when the kids came along, setting boundaries. So what does that look like? Instead of being with the kids and texting and being halfway between two places and not giving anyone my full time, I am completely dedicated to time blocking when it comes to family time and work time. So messages, I got, unless I'm launching, then I'll do some other message blocks, but I will do like 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. I'm not texting when I'm around the kids. When I'm with the kids, I am present with the kids. I'm not thinking about work. This relieves a ton of mom guilt from me because I'm completely present with them. The last thing I want is for my children to be like, mom was always on her freaking phone. And not only that, is like, if you're not present with them, you're not giving them your best. And so it is way better to spend less time with them, as long as your quality time with them is what it needs to be. And that's my secret for running an online business and having a family and having some sanity and time. And that's what makes this coaching program that we are running starting October 12th with the right 20 people, 5 spots left, which I'm so excited about. Thanks to everybody who signed up. You're the perfect people. It's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait. Okay, where was I? Is that this cohort starts in October. We're going and we're going to take you through January of 2022. We're going to take off plenty of time for Thanksgiving. We're going to take plenty of time for Christmas, because what are we doing here if we're not taking time for lunch, if we're not taking time for holidays, if we're not taking time to spend time with the kids? What good is this online coaching business? No thanks. I'll go get a full-time job if busting my rear end for 40 hours a week or 60 or 90 or whatever you guys are working. Now, obviously during a launch, you put some more time in and stuff like that. But in general, my online coaching business is a true pleasure. And when I sit down to work on it, I'm happy to work on it. When I'm not working on it, I'm also not thinking about it. And this is not something that has been my pattern for the 15 years I've been in business. I've done it the other way for way too long. Okay. There is this way. And not only that, the energy that is exude. If you believe in energy, okay, if you believe in vibe and vibe, you guys, you can tell desperation. You know what I mean? When you're on live, regardless of what you're saying, people pick it up because they're feeling an energy. And so when you run a coaching business this way, the ease, right, makes also your customers and your potential customers also feel at ease. Okay. Completely present. Yes, James, drop the link. Yeah. Thank you. Kai, that is a great question. I'm going to answer I'm going to answer now. During a launch, it's a little bit different. Go check out my Instagram live. You'll see the hellscape that is our playroom. Okay. It's a hellscape right now because Sawyer is 5 and he loves to play with cars, and I'm not going to spend any time making Sawyer clean up his cars. Not during launch week. So launch week is a little bit different, but if you have a great team and if you pre-plan and you schedule out your social media posts, guys, as Emily will tell you, when you execute like that, we just had a team meeting and she's like, this was the easiest freaking launch we've ever done because you purposely, intentfully plan to have time off, and you should during a launch. But in a week, I would say for my coaching business, I mean, it just kind of depends, but probably half time, 20 hours a week. Because I mean, honestly, this summer, I was not getting to my desk to actually do work because the kids were home. Like I was probably working 4 hours a day or something. And I also run a digital marketing agency for coaches. So that's why I'm having a hard time like putting my finger on it, because we do a ton of done for you work as well. So, but very little, like not very little, but it's certainly, I just don't feel like I'm always at work. And plus I like what I'm doing. So like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a lot of work. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Jamie, I feel for you. Jamie says, I cannot go back to a day job. That is going to completely kill me. Now, I shared on Instagram. Let me drink some tea. It's time for tea. I shared on Instagram. I'm just going to get comfortable here, okay? I feel rushed, but I was kind of planning on like being here all day. So I shared on my Instagram. Actually, that's not very comfortable. The story about, hold on, I forgot my train of thought when I was trying. Oh, day job. Yes. Thank you, Jamie. I shared on Instagram, in an Instagram story, there's actually a highlight called The Disaster That Was My First Launch, where I stepped up, put down 10K. We didn't sell a freaking thing. I'm a digital marketer and I have like this crisis, right? It's like, and this wasn't very long ago. This was maybe 4 years ago or something. And I step up to do my very first, maybe it was 5, very first big digital marketing launch. I've been helping people do it like I knew what I was supposed to do. And now it's time for Lindsay to do what she knows how to do. And we didn't get any sales and it sucked. And I remember having a lot of thoughts like Jamie here, who's like, Lindsay, what are you going to do? Like, why are you putting yourself through this hell? Why are you doing this? This sucks so bad. Maybe you're not meant for this. Maybe you don't have the personality for this. Maybe this. And I had a lot of thoughts about a day job, like working for someone 9 to 5. It's just it's not at all. It does not call to me. It scares me. It feels very boxed in. Even I remember getting my first job out of college and being like, wow, I really have to sit at that desk from 9 to 5. That is severe. Now, no hate, okay? Because like Ian, my main man here, that like he's not an entrepreneur, okay? And he would much rather do the 9 to 5 thing. But for those, my fellow entrepreneurs who do not want to do the 9 to 5, I feel you. And I think that's Jamie and I. Go into a job that does not sound like the best. Dr. V, and once you like the way you look, go on YouTube. Can I have multiple channels asking for a friend? Once the way you like the way you look, go on YouTube. Can I have, I don't know. Can you have multiple? Can you have multiple channels under one account? I don't know. You'll have to Google that. I'm sorry. That's beyond my pay grade, Dr. V. What I teach is one YouTube channel, one Instagram account, yourself showing up, making it happen. Thank you. Okay. Intake form. Jamie says, right? The feeling of being chained. That's very much how it felt to me. Like, wow, you're going to tell me when I can go to lunch? And like, yeah. And not only that, all this hard work, like, for me, a big thing is like every hard work I put in is hopefully an investment in like will pay off in the future, Yeah. Kai, how do you deal with Facebook ads? I'm getting so many bans on different Facebook ad accounts without any reasons. Kai, so you run a lot of Facebook ads. It's very nice to meet a fellow Facebook adder. So that is a very open-ended question. And so Facebook ads, heck of a thing right now. So I want to talk about Facebook ads for a second. Okay, we're going to talk. Thank you, Kai. I'm going to bring up Facebook ads. Actually, I'm going to read this here real quick. Bummer, got to go. Oh, see you, Linda. It's so nice to see you. So nice to meet you. Bye, John. See you at happy hour. There you go. There you go, Dr. V. Like, you guys are doing the homework for me. Miyaka says you can have multiple accounts. So back to Kai and Facebook ads. Back in the day, here's the thing: is I don't. For some one thing I like to do is help people no matter where they're at. And the reason why is because, like, I never had an investment. Bye, Yvonne. So glad you've joined us. I'll be here all day. Come back. Oh, Ara, thank you. See you, girl. Bye. Oh, bye. Bye. Okay. Whew. All right. Where was I? All of the overseas people have to go. It's bedtime. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, Yvonne and Nora. Sweet dreams. Okay. Where was I? Facebook ads. That's where I was. Facebook ads. So I never had anybody I never had any money. Okay. We were we were not well to do growing up. That's for sure. My dad owned I'm going to take a little bite of this. My dad owned a dairy farm that went under when I was very young. And we kind of struggled after that. We moved, we struggled, all the things. For sure, all the things. Okay? And it sucked, right? Like you don't buy the class ring, and you don't buy, I didn't even buy a yearbook for my senior year because I was like, there was just like no money. I didn't want to ask mom and dad for it. Or like you hang out with your friends, they get all this crap for Christmas, and it's just like, it's tough, and it's tough on your parents. Like my parents worked their butts off. Like I remember my mom during this time is like, they're delivering pizza for Pizza Hut on Christmas Eve, and to spend time with my mom. And this was like her second job, to spend time with my mom on Christmas Eve. I was like maybe 10. I'm like this was before seatbelts were important. Okay. No judgment, because those just became popular recently. Okay. It's like I'm laying on the passenger seat floor when she goes to deliver pizzas on Christmas Eve so I can spend Christmas Eve with my mom. Like this is how it was. Like, so there's nobody invested money in me, like nobody handed me anything, and nobody was really an entrepreneur in my family. So like a basic understanding of like, Lindsay, what are you doing? Like, you don't have a job? Like what? Like all of that stuff. And so for always, whenever regardless of where I've been in my business, like I always just want to help people that are in the same situation that I was. Cause I just remember how hard it is, to build a business, but you really, really want it. And you feel like you're doing all the right stuff, but you're just tripping. And one step forward is like 8,000 steps back. And you think you got it, but then you don't. And it just like, it's very much a struggle. So I'll tell you what, I've always taught that everyone can always run their own Facebook ads. I've always taught that. If you find any of my courses, I outline it to where you can totally do it. And you guys can still, okay? You can, but if you're going to spend more than like $100 a day, I don't recommend it, because as of March, it got really, really, really complicated. And you're going to want an ROI on it. You're going to want to track the conversions and how much money's going in and how much is going out if you're spending more than $100 a day on ads. Do I think you should spend $100 a day on ads? Yeah, I think you should spend $5 a day on ads, $100 a day on ads, somewhere in there. I really do, because with organic reach, it's just almost impossible to get to a new audience. And so a little bit of money behind that just gets you that much more reach, and you don't have to worry about the conversions and stuff like that. And so I've had to kind of change the way that I taught it, because back in the day I would teach like conversions and stuff like that. And now it's more about just getting out there and paying Facebook for the FaceTime. Okay. For the FaceTime. Give me some FaceTime. And so, right now with Facebook ads, that's my stance. So back to the comment, which is, Lindsay, talk about Facebook ads. How do you deal with it? I'm getting banned. Yeah, it's a sticky wicket right now. And I would recommend something that Emily and I have found super helpful since Facebook ads completely just continually, you know, I'm trying to not be vulgar here. Continually just smacking us down. Okay. That's a good one. Continually just like beating us up, just like boom, boom. Very similar to Kai, who made the original comment. I'm getting so many bans on different ad accounts, just like endless, like shots to the face on Facebook ads is to find is to find others, right? So we have others that are at the same level that we are. So I also invest in consultants. I invest in my own mastermind programs. Emily is the best Facebook ads manager for coaches that you guys will ever find. She's even better than me. I hate to admit it. Okay. I'm pretty good at them, but she's better because I invest in her to find consultants and coaches that are going through this and have their own things. And so there is a lot to finding others that are going through what you're going through to make the pain so much easier. Not only the pain, but the shortcuts, right? And the questions and the problems that you run into. So that's what's so special also about the content that converts me cohort. 5 spots left, which by the way, I have a lot of hanging chads out there of conversations. Okay. If you're a hanging chat of a conversation where I've sent you the details for this program and you're on the fence, just FYI, I do only have 5 spots left and I'm only counting you in if you've said yes, Lindsay, yes. So if you're a hanging chat of a conversation, just let me know yes or no. So I know there's a couple people that I'm hoping are like, Lindsay, I'm in because their energy and where they're at is so perfect for this program. So it's part of why this cohort is so special is that we're all doing this together and it makes building your business so much easier. And we're building YouTube, we're building Instagram, we're learning how to naturally, socially sell, which I don't even want to use that word because we're not even selling. We're offering opportunities to people who know, like, and trust us in our community and not obligation. Okay. Opportunity versus obligation. Okay. These hardcore sales tactics can be very obligatory. You know what I mean? But if you start offering your coaching programs like an opportunity, which they are, things are better. Things are better. That's right. Thank you, Dr. V. Try not to be vulgar. Julie is in the house. That's right. My mother is watching. So let's keep it PG, guys. Let's keep it PG. I'm going to go with PG-13. Like, nobody wants to watch a PG broadcast. Am I right? Like, you want to go at least PG-13 on this crap. Okay. There you go. Dr. V. Dr. V. Okay. Dr. V answered his own question. So Tatiana asks, there's so many questions here. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take a little breath. We've been on for an hour and a half, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves while I eat a little bit of this. So have you guys tried these? This is Kirkland Signature. Okay. Kirkland Signature chocolate peanut butter chunk, 2 grams of sugar. I'm sure Carol and other coaching people in my program would be like, that's not real food. And they're totally right. It's not. And I prefer to eat real food. But if I need 21 grams of protein real quick, because I'm doing a Facebook Live and I'm kind of hungry, this is so good. Plus, it's a really good treat and it tastes so good. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also going to go and blow my nose really quick. So entertain yourselves for a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. No, not done. Just taking a break. Just a little break. I was hoping he was going to make me lunch. Hello. Okay. Costco. Are you guys Costco lovers? I am within a block of Costco. Are you jealous? But believe it or not, Ian and I just got our Costco membership last year because we both were like, We never talked about it. I just assumed he didn't want a Costco membership. He assumed I didn't want a Costco membership. Come to find out, Costco's awesome. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to do my makeup there, but if you blow your nose, you got to get the shine off your nose, right? Allison. Hi. Yeah, Costco's the bomb, right? Costco is the bomb. All right. Allison says, hey, Lindsay, don't know if you've answered this question, but can you talk through how your Facebook group fits into the YouTube Instagram equation? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, Allison. Thank you for bringing that question up. So you do want to make people, so when you build a community, you need a place for the community to officially assemble and to get to feel special and to get some insider information and to like connect with you on a different level. And so Facebook groups are a really, really powerful and amazing way to do that. So what does it look like? And it also, there's an old sales trick, okay? It's like you get people to make mini commitments to you. And the more mini commitments they make to you, the more likely they'll be to want to coach with you. So it's just like, when you go out on a date, the first commitment is holding hands. I'm sure you guys have heard this, holding hands, then a kiss on the cheek, then a kiss on the lips, and it's PG-13, so I gotta stop right there. Okay. So the holding hands version is you guys should join me in my Facebook group. I'm doing a Facebook Live there. That's where the community is. I highly recommend you tout this community because they want to be part of a community. This became extremely obvious for me. Like, hello, when I created t-shirts. Hold on. I'll show you my t-shirt. Hold on. Do I have my t-shirt? Yes, I do. I have a t-shirt. There we go. Which, by the way, you should fill out the intake form. There'll definitely be t-shirts. I ordered some other t-shirts. So I finally got off my butt after however many years, and I created a t-shirt. And all it says is, okay, more time, more money, more freedom, more impact, which, by the way, this is the 2020 version of the t-shirt. And I'm not ordering this one again. So it's a collector's item. So if you want one, ask me how to get one. You should probably fill out that intake form, okay? That's step 1. And the launch circle on the back. So I made these, and I'll be honest, in my head, I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to make t-shirts. Like, what is that? Obviously, what does that mean about me? And what will people think? And I had a lot of mindset issues around freaking t-shirts. Come to find out, people love t-shirts. And not only that, when people were like, I want your t-shirt, I was like, I want you to want my t-shirt, and thank you for wanting my t-shirt. And it built the t-shirts for me were so awesome with the launch circle, because then people show up in the t-shirts and it's like this community, right? It's like, I'm part of this community, and I felt proud when people would show up in the t-shirt and they felt like they were part of something. Like, it is human nature to want to be part of something. We are tribal people. We are built for tribing in our heads. Always has been. Why? Because that's how humans have evolved. Okay? As a big group of people. Yeah. 1 or 2 people are going to die. Like, many people will die along the way, for sure. This is really dark, but the group as a whole kind of like evolves and makes it happen. And your chance for survival, clear back in the old caveman days, where if you were part of a group of people, it is in our DNA. And so realizing that, acknowledging it, and also being okay, like that you can create that. And I want to create it, and I am proud of it, and they are proud of it. It's everything. So, Allison, to answer your question, that's the Facebook group. It's like the gathering place and the mini commitment for people, and that they belong in this group, and they belong there. And so where your social media on YouTube and Instagram are just like public, like everybody can see, right? Hi, everybody. It's like you bring them in to the insiders, right? So that's how it fits in. And those become your people. Those become your people that will buy your stuff. They become your best people to help you and become your affiliates and to support you and to nourish you and your online coaching business. So that's how it flows in to that. Okay. Oh, Allison. Dr. V, do you not have one of these? Why not? Okay, Dr. V puts a lot of work in. Like Dr. V shows up to all my stuff. Honestly, if you email me with a good reason on why you should get one of those t-shirts, I'm running low on them and I'm not reordering either. Email me lindsay@lindsaya.com with a good reason why you should have a t-shirt and I'll get you a t-shirt the next time I mail them. You guys would know Ashley totally. Just email me a good reason why you need a t-shirt. You guys just being you. Like, let me give you an answer. You being you is enough of an answer. But you have to know this, okay? I'll say this. Mailing crap, books, t-shirts, my least favorite thing to do. So when you'll receive it, I don't know if I'll do it this week, but you'll be on my list. So I'm going to need, and I will only send them like kind of states because it gets really expensive to send them somewhere else. Please don't hate me, overseas people, please. That if you send me your name and your mailing address and one good reason why you need a t-shirt, then I'll send you one. There you go. Emily, hope you don't hate me. Okay. Hope you don't hate me. Jamie, yes. Thank you for asking. Oh, wait, let me read this first. This makes sense. It's totally working for me. Dude, Allison came to me. Allison, I love Allison. If you guys don't know Allison, you should. I need another drink. Maybe at Happy Hour, I'll do something else. Okay. She helps teacher. I'm going to get this wrong. You should meet Allison. She came to me. Her group is off the chain right now. Okay. Like she's freaking awesome. So yeah, she speaks for this. Okay. She helps teachers, but they're like a special kind of teacher. Allison, I kind of screwed that up. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. Okay. Do I have a Facebook group? Yes. So the name of my Facebook group is the Online Coaching Business Crew. You can go to crew.lindsay.tube. That's going to be my mailing list, as well as information about the crew, okay, as well as like all the social stuff. So my free Facebook group is crew.lindsay is the Online Coaching Business Crew. So that's my free Facebook group. But my main squeeze, I'll be honest with you, is the Launch Circle. Like that's where you're going to find the Dr. V's and the Adeles and the Allisons and the all the people over there. And right now, that's a special. Right now, that's like, I'm not going to go into that because next month I'm making a sales pitch for that and then we're raising the prices. So there you go. Allison, when I started and watched your Facebook group secrets, I had Allison, Emily, hold on. I got to take a screenshot of this. So I do teach a course called Facebook Group Secrets. This is my take on Facebook groups. Emily, that has to go on the page or something. Okay. I just took a screenshot and sent it to Emily of what Allison just said, which you guys should do too. Always take screenshots of nice things that people say. So, wow, Allison, I just can't even believe it. Can you tell me what kind of teachers? It's like instructive teachers. There's like a word there that I'm missing, Allison. If you don't mind, I'm sorry. What's the email? Jamie, lindsay@lindsaya.com. lindsay@lindsay@lindsaya.com. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'll go till all the shirts are gone. You might get stuck with, a 2X small, just kidding, or a 2XL. I don't know, whatever got left. Okay. I don't think I ordered any double extra smalls. Yes, by Christmas, Dr. V. Oh, Ashley. Yes. I love shirts too. Oh, Jamie, I want you in that cohort. I will tell you this. How about this? Anybody who comes into the cohort will get a t-shirt. I don't care where you live. Mic drop. There you go. That's what I'll say. I don't care where you live. Okay. Most of my t-shirts have holes in them. Is that a good reason? Yes, Dr. V, it is. I don't want you doing your live streams naked. Instructional. I was so close. So I do sell a course. It's my best-selling course called Facebook Group Secrets. This is my view on social media. Facebook groups. You're not going to get any organic reach these days. And I think Facebook groups are really leaning into groups. Like that's where like all the pizzazz on Facebook is. It's not on your profile page. I'll tell you that. You won't get any reach there. I think I've reached 10 people there, maybe if I'm lucky. And I have like 8,000 followers or more. Certainly your personal profile has a little bit of reach. You got to show a little finesse over there though. But Facebook is mostly for groups, and there is a place for groups. Groups are awesome on Facebook. Instagram is, you guys have probably heard, it's going like more towards videos. They obviously know that TikTok is onto something because TikToks are extremely addictive. Speaking about the human brain and how it functions and works, TikTok's like, humans really like 60-minute videos. Well, hello. TikTok really likes, humans like 60-minute videos, and especially if they're dancing and they are funny, and you'll be completely addicted to reels or to TikToks. And so Instagram's like, yeah, they're totally right. People love 60-second videos, dopamine hits. We only have the ability to focus for less than a goldfish. Yes. And so that's why Instagram's all in on reels, and they've come out and said they want to become more of a video platform more than this image platform, which kind of sucks because I like the beautiful aesthetic of Instagram, but they are going more towards video. So that's what you're going to get on Instagram. YouTube, people are out there searching how to, what if you, this is the real beauty of YouTube right now, is it's not this huge, like I'm not talking in the course about how to monetize YouTube. Okay. Certainly. Yes. Is that in your future? If you follow my strategies, 100% it is. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You can do it, but that's not the key. Okay. The key is get rid of vanity metrics, and you have the super niched YouTube channel where, because with the pandemic, people are over Netflix and they're on YouTube now. In YouTube, viewership has increased by 50%. 50, and it was already the world's largest search engine. What? Since the pandemic, everyone's out on YouTube. How to? What? I need answers now. And guess what? We're coaches. You guys can provide those answers. And I don't care if those answers are already out there by somebody else. They are not out there by you. They don't have your perspective. They don't have your vibe. They don't have the way you teach. They don't have all of the ways that you put it out there. So even if there is 25 videos out there on, we'll use Allison for our example on how to do instructional teaching. Okay. It's not Allison. And people will be like, I like Allison and I want to watch the way Allison teaches it. And the way she teaches it is good and it feels good. And that's what I like. And as a coach, that's what you're after. Okay. Stop with the vanity metrics. Nobody, like, it doesn't matter how many people, like, you guys go look at my YouTube and Instagram. I swear to you, you will not, I'm warning you, not swear to you. I'm going to warn you. You're not going to be impressed by the numbers vanity wise, but I will tell you what, creating content the way that I'm going to teach you in this cohort, the way that I taught you in content-that-converts.me workshop, the numbers don't matter. If you have 10 solid fans on YouTube that are watching your YouTube videos, are you kidding? Yes, you can build a coaching business, especially if you utilize the strategies that I teach you in there, which is called seeding, and you seed your signature coaching program through all of your messaging, and then you appropriately launch and reach out to people. It's easy, and it doesn't matter how many people are following you. I spent so much time unfollowing so many people. So now this is a big tip for you guys. Now my Instagram profile, I actually like to look at. Okay. I am guilty as freaking charged. Guilty as charged for caring about vanity metrics. Okay. I just released a YouTube video several months ago about me going down the vanity metrics trail again. Okay. I know, but I am a believer now. It doesn't matter how many people follow you. It is the people who follow you that matter. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Can someone make a note of that? That sounded kind of magical coming out. Okay. And so now previously on when I'm chasing vanity metrics and I'll follow you and you follow me, and like this is a valid Instagram strategy to grow your account. You go follow others and in theory they'll follow you. But then what happens to my Instagram account? I'm sitting there looking and I'm like, I can't even stomach my Instagram account right now. I don't know these people. All they are is hard sales. Talk about boring social media posts. Oh, you know what I mean? That's what my Instagram was covered in. And I didn't even want to spend time with anybody. But I went and unfollowed everybody I didn't know. Unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. And now, as I said, my morning cup of coffee is scrolling through my Instagram. And it's not for work. It's because I actually like you guys. I'd love to see Yvonne out in the garden. I love to see what Bonnie's talking about with intuitive eating. I love seeing and being jealous of Dr. V's beach views all the freaking time. Okay? And that's how I enjoy social media. So I recommend you guys do that too. And what happens? I support them on social media. They support me on social media. Energy, exchange, we build it, we get excited. Now I'm giving away all my secrets. I guess you guys don't need to join the course even. Okay, I got some questions on IG. Hi, Rose. Rose on Instagram. I'm sorry, I have to answer Rose because I love Rose. I'm sorry. If you don't know Rose, you need to get to know her. Okay, she's over on Instagram at Intuitive Holistic Services. She should really change her name to Rose Henry. You know what I mean? Like if she's been following me for this long, she really should consider it. Why is my nose so itchy? Hold on. You guys don't need to see me itch my nose. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Back. Okay. This is so fun. I love AMA Day because my staff can't tell me to get off live because it's the point. If I'm live till happy hour, then so be it. So be it. Okay. Rose. Hey, Tim, what's up? It is the people who follow you. It's not how many people who follow you that matter. It's the people who follow you that matter. Tim Sohn over on Instagram re-quoted back to me, and it was awesome. Emily, will you actually just write that in Slack? I actually really like it. Tim Sohn, I've known that guy for a really long time. Talk about online friends. Yeah, Tim Sohn's one of mine, and you guys can make like real online friend connections. And for those who are busy and like, sometimes I don't like to get too dressed up and go out like all the time. I'll be honest with you. I'm an extroverted introvert. So I prefer my online friends. It's a lot easier to be friends online as far as like getting out. Okay. I started my Facebook group Friday. Wow. Rose says, I started my Facebook group Friday and have 385 people who joined. Already have 2 people signed up to my soul map program. I asked them, they told me they liked my lives in the past few days. Guys, from Rose, my like what I teach here, it is true. It is true. Just making connections, getting out of your own way, doing some vulnerability flexes, putting yourself out there just a little, okay? I don't want to hear about your divorce. It's okay. You don't have to tell me. But I would like to know, what do you do in your spare time? And do you have any pets? And what do you cook in the Instant Pot, Okay. Why are you using the .me domain extension instead of .com? Okay, Kai, thank you for asking. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take time to answer this because I'm pretty happy about it. So first of all, content that converts.me.com is gone. So that's number 1. And so as we're searching for, because I wanted it to be called Content That Converts and I wanted a domain name. And for me, I'd put the .me extension because to me, it adds a little flavor to the whole thing. First of all, I like to call the course Content That Converts.me because when you're in the course or when you're in the coaching cohort with me, my nose is really itching. It's more about getting to know you. And so I like that .me thing. It's more about me as in you saying me. So it's about me. And so I felt like it was just a really great way to end that. And it spoke to me and I like to use my creativity and I feel like it's memorable and I actually just really like it. So there you go. Content that converts.me is because it's about who you are. That's what I teach in that course. Yeah. Strategies. Totally. I am made of digital marketing strategies. I am a walking, talking digital marketing strategy. Okay. And I can teach those all day long, but they're you wonder why you can download XYZ template, like Russell's cookbook is good, right? Have you guys used Russell Brunson's cookbook thing where it's like you enter in this stuff and it like spits out all the sales letter? Those are only moderately successful if you don't put your own personality, vibe, perspective, energy into it. And so me, that's why. Me. Seth, hi. Oh, guys, if you guys don't know Seth, he is the bomb. He is so cool, okay? Oh, thank you, Santa Barbara lady. Thank you, Rose. Oh, Ian's texting me. What do you think Ian texted me? Let's see. He is doing some birthday shopping for me for my nephew. And I had asked him, I said, boy, you're better at this. I need a really, really good present for my 10-year-old nephew. And so he's sending me a link. Okay. Where was I? Bone broth. You know, my mother-in-law would cook bone broth in her Instant Pot. She said it really smelled though. Like she's like, because my mother-in-law is all like, she is so healthy and like loves all this stuff. And she said she cooked bone broth in her Instant Pot and it smelled the whole house. So I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I love Mob. So there's someone on Instagram, Santa Barbara lady. I found out about you from Julie in the Mob. Guys, listen. If you guys don't know what Mob is, and we talk about, Ashley, are you taking off? It's so nice to see you. Please text me. Okay. Mob, mommy, this is community. It's community. You guys need to create a community. It's going to make your coaching business so much easier. You know, this roller coaster, right? You bring on a cohort of people and then they all leave. Bye, I taught you and now I have to start all over. Okay. When you get community involved, everything gets so much easier, and a true inspiration of a community. And one of my very first online communities that I ever joined and loved was one called Mob. And that's called Mommy Owned Businesses. And that was a Portland brand until Aria took it national. Okay. And it's only for women with children trying to make some crap happen. And so here's the beautiful part about community, okay, is that Santa Barbara lady who's now telling me, I don't know her first name, I'm sorry, who's now telling me, I met you through Julie. Julie is in the Launch Circle, who I met through Mob, but Julie's also in the Launch Circle and became a partner for Content That Converts.me because she liked the program so much she wanted to share it with everyone. So Julie goes out to Mob and shares it. And then Santa Barbara lady, Jessica. So Jessica shows up and is like, I heard from you from Julie, right? And so all of this community stuff builds on itself. And you don't even know, right? You don't even know what spider webs of influence that you can have when you start respecting and honoring other people and inviting them to community. So it's Jessica on Instagram, living example. I don't know her, but now I do. And I'm so glad that I do. And she came through my community, through another community. Like, guys, you want your coaching business to be easy peasy lemon squeezy? Community. Now, it takes some work, right? Take some work, take some vulnerability flexes, take some getting out of your own way. Thank you for the hearts over there. Take some getting out of your own way, but you guys can do this. You can do this. Trust me. I would much rather you follow what I'm teaching you. How about this? You're going to have a whole lot more luck in following what I'm teaching you than if I were to sit down and tell you how to build, like how to copy my Facebook group secrets funnel, which has made me like, $100,000 in the last 2 years. So you're going to be a lot more successful here than with me teaching you that. So take it from me. I'm giving you how it is. And it's a whole HE double hockey sticks easier than building a funnel or doing anything. And all of that just disappears. Okay. The people come through and they leave. The thing is, you want to build momentum, build energy, build excitement. And that comes through community. Jessica, I've been doing vulnerability reps and it feels so good to be brave. Yes. We talk a lot about vulnerability flexes in the Content That Converts.me workshop, putting yourself out there just a smidge. This is what it looks like. Okay. This is what it looks like. I have one of my favorite customers. She is definitely one of these more buttoned up people. She prides herself in being extreme. This is not a Bonnie story, by the way. I talk about Bonnie a lot like this too. There's a different customer. And she prides herself in being professional. She has also shared with me that as a woman in the particular industry she is in, she is constantly belittled by customers of hers, right? Oh, little lady, you're so cute. Whatever, right? Carol in the community will certainly tell you that this can be the case. And so, you know, so it forced my customer to even show up even more professionally, because as a woman, right? It's like I want them to, and I've certainly had these mindset issues. I want to be taken seriously. Like there's not a ton, right, of online women hardcore digital marketers like myself. Like you don't run into a lot of them compared to all of the dudes out there. And same with like my like information, like computer programming classes. Like I've definitely been a chick in a guy's world, right? And so you do feel like I have to show up professionally, and I don't want them to, like there's just like a lot of mindset stuff for chicks, at least for me, and obviously for this customer that I'm telling you about. So she's showing up real professional. And this is the example that I gave her, where you can still, this is what I mean by a vulnerability flex, and still remaining so professional. She's an executive coach. So I totally understand that you do want to show up in a very certain way, for sure. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can show a little bit of yourself and still show up in a really professional way. And so we're talking one day and we're talking about this, and she's the one who says this. And then I turn it around on her and I'm like, see how well that works? We're talking about content and how like putting yourself out there makes you memorable, and how all the stuff that I've been talking to you guys about. And she goes, yeah, that's funny, because you know what? The last coach that I hired, I actually really connected with them because they put online that they were a vet, like a veteran. And she's also a veteran. And so she's like, I connected with them. And this was just like some random Instagram post from this coach. But my customer was very much like, I remember them. And so then out of any business coach, this literally happened to her. Then out of any business coach, which one does she remember? The veteran, right? She doesn't remember all their credentials or how professional they are or who they helped, right? She remembers, yeah, they're obviously know what they're doing. They're obviously competent and can help me, but I also feel connected to them because they're a veteran just like me. And so she went and got whatever services from them. And so I turned it around on her and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. And she talks about, I'm so scared. I want to be professional. I want to be taken seriously. I have all these mindset issues about being a girl. I'm an executive coach, like all this stuff. And there was a rainstorm, and there was a picture that she had these big dogs, big dogs, and they're hiding like little teeny tiny babies under her desk. Okay. And she snaps a picture for me or she took her video. There was a picture involved. Anyway, she took her video and I'm seeing these dogs, and she's sitting there telling me this story. I'm showing you guys the magic that is the content. So listen up. Okay. So she's telling me this story about how she walks into the boardroom a couple days ago, and how these higher level executives of these $1 million companies are like talking to her, because she's their consultant, about how scared they are about this coronavirus thing, and laying down the line on their employees for having to get vaccines, and like, what do I do? And like, now it's like this political mess, and like I feel really bad for employers who have to deal with this coronavirus situation right now. And so what do I do? Okay. And so she's like, so she ends the story with, and so she tells me about the dogs. She tells me about the executives talking to her. Are you ready for this? This is how you sew a story, guys. Sew a story. Here we go. So I say, hey, customer of mine. Actually, I want to read a couple comments and then I'll do the magic for you. I've been doing, oh, good. A professional human being is a real, yes. So she says, and then I'm going to read comments, I promise. Here's the weave. Are you ready? Here's the weave of the story. Thanks for the hearts. So I said, so a perfect post would be as follows. You post a picture of your dogs, okay? Hiding under the desk, these two big wussy dogs of hers. And she posts on Instagram, look at my two dogs. They are hiding under the desk of my thing because it is raining outside. They remind me so much of these professional CEOs out there that I was in this board meeting and they're telling me how scared they are about coronavirus. Thank you for the hearts. And doing all this stuff, and they're scared and they don't want to show their employees that they're scared, and they're just like my dogs. So, what does that post do for her? A lot. Okay. It positions her as an authority because she's like, I'm in boardrooms with big, important people at $1 million company, millions of dollars of company, right? Instead of her coming out and be like, I help people in $1 million companies and you can come to me, right? That's super boring. No one's going to connect with that. Nobody really cares because everyone can say that. So if you guys are awesome on Instagram, dang. Yeah, I'm getting like hearts all day over here, you guys. Bring it. I'm going to start paying attention over here. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Okay. So it builds her as an authority. I'm in the boardroom without her actually saying I'm in the boardroom. And she takes a picture of these dogs, which everybody likes to see your pets. And so now they're connected. Oh, she's a dog person, right? And she's not being unprofessional here. She is a dog person. And then she teaches this lesson about, yeah, I get it. You're scared and I can help. How perfect of a post is that? How many upper level CEOs who also have interests in a personality? I know you like to think that your customers don't have interests and are not people, and they're their own professional people on the other side all the time. They're not. They're real people. They like football and dogs and all the stuff. They just do. And so you can connect that way. And so now what's going to happen the next time some CEO that saw her post is freaking scared about corona and how they're going to look at their clients? They're going to, especially if they have dogs or like had some loving reaction to her adorable dogs, which I did. They're going to be like, yeah, I should really reach out to her. I should really reach out to her because I am struggling. It's just like that. I don't know how else to explain it to you guys. It's that simple. And that's what we teach in the cohort. I only have 5 places left. You guys should fill out that intake form so we can see if you're a good fit. Maybe next time or whatever. But let's just see. Hello. Being a real is a good thing. Yeah, you guys on Instagram are the bomb. Yes, they like football. Yeah. You guys have heard that I don't like football. I'm going to read a couple of these comments. I feel that when other coaches talk about vulnerability, they talk about crying on cam and telling all the gory details. You're not talking about, no. In fact, I don't want you to cry on camera. We want to maintain my personal perspective. There's nothing wrong with crying on camera. I've never done it. I've never felt a need to do it. I'm not beyond it at all. Okay. But that's not what I'm talking about. I don't even want you to cry on camera because I do think my personal flavor is you're keeping your crap together. We talk a lot about roles in the Content That Converts Me course, right? If there's an earthquake and I'm around my kids, it's okay. Everything's fine. We're just going to keep calm and we're going to get under our tables and everything's fine. And that's the role I play for my kids. Totally authentic. I'm not lying. But if it's just Ian and me and there's a freaking earthquake, I'm like jumping into his arms. You know what I mean? Like, I am freaking scared. Oh my gosh. Totally authentic, totally real. And so, yeah, there's like a way that you can share and still be online. So no, I'm not talking about crying. I don't really even want you to cry online. I'm not asking you to. When I talk about vulnerability flexes, it's like share a picture of your dog. 100%. Okay. Kai. Oh, thank you, Kai. I love you too. I'm so glad to meet you. And I just really appreciate you being here and offering these great comments. Thank you. Do not be a stranger. Bonnie was the first person. Yep. Let's see. I feel that one other. Okay. Yes. And Chicken and Guy's World. Why are there no hearts to press on? I know. Oh my gosh. You guys can subscribe and like. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry that I said that about the people on Instagram. I didn't mean to offend the people here, the great people here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. By the way, is anyone watching on LinkedIn? Anybody? Bueller. Hello? Is anyone watching on LinkedIn? It's a new stream for me. I'm like going to get real serious about LinkedIn now. Because honestly, the strategies I teach work across the board. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. It doesn't at all. Okay. I would never be able to cry on cam. It's just not me. You don't have to, Jamie. Nope. Nope. I've never cried on camera. I talk about work a ton. That's the beautiful part about being inspired by your signature program is you can kind of talk about it all day long. So yeah, Dr. V, you probably should buy a dog. I am subscribed. Awesome, Jamie. Okay, let's get back to questions. So nice to see you guys. Oh, we're in almost 2.5 hours. I wonder what's for lunch. Don't forget happy hour. Don't forget happy hour. Tonight at 5. If you need that link, let me know. We'll be sending it out too. Okay. Actually, I'm going to just stand up and stretch for a second. Okay. It's good to stretch on a 3-hour AMA. I got to keep my hands online. Ugh. I guess I could stand up because it's like a standing desk, but you know. All right. Jamie, didn't you say it was late? Didn't you say it was late there? I don't mean to keep you up, girl. All right. I am going to have to take a restroom break here pretty soon. There's been a lot of coffee and tea happening. Okay. How do you work with people who speak a different language in their coaching programs when you don't speak the language yourself? You won't be able to dig as deeply into it. Jamie, that's a good question. I don't know that I have a great answer for you. I do service a worldwide audience, as you know. And I talk really fast, as you know. So I have left that to people. If you understand me and how I'm doing, and I mean, I've taught a lot of people where English is not their native language, and they seem to pick up what I'm putting down pretty well. So I don't have a good answer for you. I'm sorry. It's not something that I've struggled with. So I haven't had to come up with a solution for it. Okay. Dr. V, interesting that your live feed appears as your banner on both. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, I have instant captions. Oh, awesome. Oh, it's 9 p.m. Oh, nice. You're just maxing relaxing, Jamie. Way to go. Seth, you want to join my live? It's just an AMA today. If you want to come on live with Lindsay, you can. I know you want to, but I'm sorry. It's mostly me just chatting today. I'm sorry. Somebody wanted to come on live with me. You were born in Chicago. Yes. Yeah, Jamie, totally. English is usually the preferred online language, but people with coach in their dominant language for East, people will coach in their dominant. Yes. Thanks, Dr. V, for that additional info. Ashley, I think Ashley's not here anymore. She has all the children and all the things. Okay. Ashley, I'm not clear on if joining the cohort includes a membership to the launch circle. I'm also unsure if I'm supposed to ask cohort related. Oh, Ashley, you can ask all the questions here that you want. I'm happy. Like, this is AMA. So yes, when you join the cohort, you get 3 months of the launch circle. That means all of my trainings in the launch circle, everything I know about launching, everything. Okay. Ashley, I'm talking to you. Ashley says, joining the cohort. Yeah, so joining the cohort, if you want one of those last 5 seats, you get access to the launch circle because you should. That's where the magic's going to happen. That's where you're going to get even more support outside of the 20 people. So yeah, you get full access to the launch circle, all the trainings, all the support, everything out there. And that's it. Ashley, I think that was your only question. If you have more questions, Ashley, let me know. Debbie, how do you deal with to make lots of money, I have to give up all my free time? I think I already addressed that. Time blocking. And there's one thing that I have learned, okay? is that me sitting around worrying about the work that I need to do or doing the nitty-gritty details or like making myself sit at my desk when I'm not feeling like sitting at my desk or when I'm not feeling creative or when I'm not feeling like doing content, even though like, I mean, I was raised with a great big, bowl of, I would eat guilt for breakfast. Like that's, like I really respond to guilt and I guilt myself a lot too, but I've overcome all of that. And so I have found that growing your coaching business when you're in a flow, right? When it comes naturally and you're doing what you want to do, then there's no demons there. And I refuse to give up my free time because again, I will say this, what is the point of running your own online business if you don't have more time, more money, more freedom, more impact? Now, I understand you have to put stuff in place to get to where you're going, and there is certainly work to be done. But you also self-care, numeral uno, okay? Numeral uno on things I wish I would have known sooner is self-care. This is a big thing for me. Ready? I'm about ready to go into another rant. Rant time. You especially I'm talking to online coaches here. Oh, you're so funny, Ashley. You're an online coach. That's who I'm talking to. Well, guess what? Your secret weapon, the only thing that separates you from all the other online coaches out there is your brain and your mental ability to help people through your perspective and the way that you show up. And so if you are like taking your secret weapon, which is you and your brain and your mental wellness, and you are not paying attention to it, you are not caring for it, you are not taking the breaks it needs or giving it what it needs. Mental wellness is everything. And that's not just in your online coaching business, guys. That's in your life. There is certainly, part of my transformation that many of you have commented on is before and after I actually took my mental health seriously and like, I need a break. I need to stretch. I need to go for a walk. I need to spend time with the children. Okay. And taking that crap seriously will make your coaching business go way better than it ever has. Way better. And that's part of this cohort too. When you fill out the intake form, and then I'm going to use the restroom after this. You guys can Dr. B maybe will be around to entertain you in the comments. I don't know. You'll just have to wait. Anyway, is part of this cohort is there was a couple people who filled out that form that were like, yeah, money, like it's a really amazing value that I'm offering, but they're like having, they don't have the cashola or like whatever the cash to pay for the coaching program is going to like be stressful for them. And I was like, this is not a good fit. I don't want your money. Like, I didn't really say it like that because it wasn't really in that spirit, but it was like gently, I understand you want to be in this cohort, but I also understand that like financially, like you're going to be stressed. And there is this when it comes to building your online coaching business. If you are stressed, if you are trying to make content, if you're trying to build an online coaching business and you are financially stressed, it is going to be 25 times harder. And I don't even know if it'll be that effective for you. And so if that looks like not picking up the coaching program, which you shouldn't, okay, if it's going to stress you, and going and picking up like a second job so that you can find peace and flow and authenticity and you lose the desperation in your online coaching business, it's everything. And that's all up here, mental wellness. Okay. So I take it so seriously. Yesterday, it's a date. So the form closes today. Yes, yesterday, I'm obviously in the middle of a launch right now because I'm trying to fill that cohort with the 20 perfect people, you and you and you. Okay. And yesterday, I'll be honest, I didn't do much I did the 2 workshops, which I was supposed to do, and I wanted to write some emails. I wanted to do some really awesome stories. Like there was this great rainstorm that I could have got some really great stories from. And honestly, in my head, I was like, I know it's the day before, but this work is like what I'm producing does not feel good. I'm not going to sit here and force myself. And honestly, I'm just sitting here thinking about how I want to go play Hot Wheels with Sawyer. So guess what? I'm going to send out the one email I have to send out, and I'm going to do a real quick story, like no creativity, just a message, because I did want a message out there. And I'm like, sayonara, desk, for the night. And it was okay. And guess what? I showed up today and I'm happy to be here. I don't know if you can tell. And I'm energetic and I'm excited. And there you go. And so part of this cohort, and I'm making promises to people because there's moms and there's people in there who have amazing coaching businesses. They don't have 500 hours to dedicate to this coaching program. I get it. And that's why we've extended it over the course, clear through January of 2022. That's why I'm going to give you bite-sized modules. That's why part of this coaching program is like, we're all going to enjoy this. It's not like Lindsay gave me 500 things of homework to do that's going to make me complete. That's going to take me 5 hours to do. It's not like that. It's about little wins. It's about enjoying our time together, getting some stuff done, finding these little steps towards momentum, building all together. That's how I'm coaching 20 people. Okay. Yeah, Dr. V, I'm jealous. I really wanted to get some thunderstorms in there. Speaking of, is it time for that bathroom break? That's very funny. Okay, it's going to be a hell of a good. Yes, Dr. V's in. Dr. V's in. Jamie, I don't know what was true, but it's all true. Everything I speak of is true. Ha. Okay, Dr. V, I'm going to leave this comment up. I'm just going to go just slip out to the ladies' room and powder my nose for a second. Okay, Dr. V, I hope you don't mind that I'm leaving your actually, I'll go like this. I'll be like less than, you know how fast chicks can use the restroom? Like really fast. Okay. I want to put a banner up and say, bathroom break. I wonder what Ian's making for lunch. You know what I hope? Ian will make lunch. I'll tell you why. Because as you know, we're both kind of like really into watching what we eat, and we feel better that way. Actually, I'm going to go with bathroom break BRB is what I'm going to go with. Bathroom break BRB. And so Ian is a lot more disciplined than me. Okay. The man loves to track everything, and it really works out for him. So he has the Lose It app, and he tracks every morsel that goes into his mouth, and like he tracks his sleep, and he tracks every ounce of water. Like this is just how Ian works. He prefers it this way. He's like he's a computer programmer, so everything is computed. And I'm lucky to be married to him because that is not me at all. So I track food when I get off when I kind of like fall off the bandwagon. I'm just eating too many Doritos, and I want to remind myself, yeah, Lindsay, this is how much you should be eating. Like this is how you should feel. This is how you feel good with this many calories. And so then I'll track for maybe a week to get back on track, and then I stop tracking because then it's just like based on how I feel. But the point is, because Ian tracks everything that goes in his mouth, he's in charge of making lunches and stuff because he measures. And so I'm hoping he's going to make us a really great lunch. Okay. I'm going to go use the restroom. And then I promise I'm going to get back to the Q's because it's the Q and the A. So BRB. 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 Emily has quite the load of questions for me because I've been going off on tangents. Okay. Hello. Where was I? I got to admit something. Are you ready for me to admit something? I'm running out of steam. It's been 2.5 hours. That's pretty good. I've heard that. Okay. How much time? This one's from Cassandra. Oh, Emily's greening out a bunch of questions, so that's good. I don't have as many as I thought. So I've been answering a bunch. Hi. Okay. Don't forget about happy hour. I know it's lunchtime. Don't forget about happy hour, okay? Please join us, at least for a minute. Okay. How much time do you take to batch your content? Is it 3 to 4 hours once or twice a month, or do you do it in one setting for the rest of the month? Well, the way that I do content, and you guys definitely don't have to do this because it's more, actually, so the YouTube videos I get through and I have those scheduled and I have the social media posts scheduled and all the sharing and stuff is already scheduled. And that's really what you want to do. The real and like YouTube, the way that I view it, the way that I teach it is like the real hardcore. What does Lindsay teach? Tell me about this. I want to learn from Lindsay, the real specific principle. And that's kind of like what you're going to get on YouTube. And yeah, do I put my personality into it? Absolutely, I do. Do I tell stories? Yes. But my YouTube topics are 7 to 8 minutes. How to do this, how to sell on social media, how to run Facebook ads. Should I host a paid launch or not? How to sell a course, whatever. That's where you're going to get on YouTube. And is what I do is I seed my YouTube channel or I seed my Instagram channel on YouTube and I seed my YouTube channel on Instagram. But the way that I view Instagram is going to be more like everyday stuff. So it's like, what are you doing today? So you can go watch my story this morning. I'm obsessed with these intake forms. And I'm just sharing my thoughts on these intake forms. And so like, that's very behind the scenes. So that happens from the day. And that's the thing about Instagram stories and the real beauty of Instagram stories. Okay. When we talk about the vulnerability ladder, sure. Pre-recorded video is awesome, but the Instagram stories are like the day of, right? Because those bad boys disappear in 24 hours. And so when you know like what I am doing today, like, it's like you call your mom up. I don't know if you guys do this with your mom, but you call your mom up and you're like, hey, mom, what you doing today? That's a first question out of your mouth to your friends. At least for me, it is. What you doing today? For your BFF. Well, guess what? Instagram stories answers that very same thing for you and creates the intimacy between you and your audience that you don't have to have a phone call. You're just like doing it. And so when you're watching on Instagram stories, like that's just me in the present moment today. And you might think, well, that means I have to do a story every day. Yeah, kind of. Although I don't do them on weekends. I told you. There are certainly so many Saturdays and Sundays that I do not do any stories. Like I'll post like one picture, like maybe a testimonial will come in. But I don't force myself to do an Instagram story. But is what happens is when you practice and you feel confident about just being yourself and you don't have to go put the makeup on and make sure your hair's done. Like this morning, I don't even know what I was thinking on my Instagram story, okay? Because I had just got done working out and I had my sweatshirt on halfway. Emily gave me this great sweatshirt for my birthday. Emily's on my team. This great sweatshirt for my birthday and it's like halfway on. And I'm trying to do the story. And once I'm done, I was like, why didn't I just put that sweatshirt on? Like, what's happening with the sweatshirt? Okay. But when you get comfortable enough doing stories, they're not like this super pressing, like, okay, what am I going to say? And I don't really know. And I feel kind of stupid. Instead, when you adopt this, I'm just talking to my friends, like the people who want to come to this workshop, the people that are involved, the people in my community. Then you can get on in a half a sweatshirt and make your thing. And stories are not that big of a deal. They're just not. And so batch content, all your social media posts, absolutely use Buffer or something, anything like that. Batch process any pre-recorded videos like YouTube. But for me, Instagram stories, got to do them every day. And that's the real clincher of this strategy is Instagram stories. because you can see who's watching. The DMs are very easy and personal. Hey, thanks for watching. They know you're watching, at least for the first 20. They know you're watching. You know they're watching. You can reach out to these people. It's very, very intimate. And I love Instagram stories. And you guys can too. You guys can too. You really can. But the real thing that I've been doing lately that I love is I take some of my best stories. This is what we're covering in the coaching program too. I love this. And it's working so well. Okay. Is I will mentally, so part of the CTCME workshop is the Amazing Coach application, which everybody who took the Amazing Coach application, I'm glad you really enjoyed it. And thank you for sharing your stories of breakthrough with me. A life examined is what the Amazing Coach application is. A life examined. Okay. And so as people are examining their lives, we're searching through our lives for stories. I obviously have some good stories, right? So like certainly that 10,000, excuse me. There's air, there's food, there's tea, there's talking, there's flailing. Sorry. So I have a lot of stories I like to tell. And you guys will too. And so sometimes I will prep a story and I will get on Instagram stories to tell that story. But that's also really great video. And so I will download the video segments from very specific stories that also have a lot of seeding about what I'm teaching, and I will download those. And then I will video edit them. This is actually pretty easy to do, just by the way. I feel like I'm making it sound hard, but it's not. Then I will video stitch them together in a video editor on my phone while I'm watching Love Island, in fact. Okay? Judge me not. Judge me not. I can watch whatever garbage TV I want in my spare time, okay? I love love. So I'm watching Love Island. I'm stitching these together on Vixer, Vixer, and they turn into a beautiful TikTok, which my TikToks of just those stories are getting more reach than I ever dreamed. And I'm pretty excited about it. I will upload it on LinkedIn and I will upload a copy of it to Instagram. So anybody who didn't catch the story in the first place can then go to my Instagram feed and watch it as a video. And so there are certainly ways, and you should absolutely create ways to repurpose all of this content and all of this stuff. And that's how I personally repurpose stories. They become the foundation for all of my content, except, my YouTube videos are a little different because there's some strategy there to get the people who are typing the what's on YouTube. Okay. Dr. V says, I'm reading comments. Yes, Dr. V, you are getting close. You're like on my tail. So Dr. V is real interesting because he watches what I'm doing and then he does his certain version of it and I can see it and I love it. We'll do that in the coaching program, Dr. V. Dr. V, what do you guys watch for garbage TV? Tell me, okay? Tell me. Also, my guilty pleasure. You guys want to know what my other guilty pleasure is pre-COVID? Are you ready for this? Is city level beauty pageants. City level beauty pageants. What does that look like? It's like Miss Russet. Yeah, Miss Potato in Shelley, Idaho. 14 girls vying for the crown of Miss Russet, or Miss Idaho Falls, 20 Idaho Falls girls from a town of 50,000 vying for the title. Like, you want to talk about grit and putting yourself out there? I love watching live pageants like that, probably because I also did pageants as a young adult. And let me tell you what, here's something we have in common. Are you ready for this? Here's something we have in common, including Dr. V. You and I, regardless of if you have ever been in a beauty pageant or not, are the exact same amount away from winning Miss America as me. There you go. Like we're only 2 steps away, you guys, from winning Miss America. We only have to first win Miss Idaho Falls. Then we have to win Miss Idaho. And then we can win Miss America, guys. All of us are only 3 steps away. I tried to really nail this beauty pageant thing growing up. Okay. Not growing up, but like in my in my late teens, basically 16 to 22. I was like, I'm going to run in every freaking pageant that I can in Idaho to try to get into that Miss Idaho pageant. Are you guys ready for this? I'll tell you a big fat secret, okay? Jamie, I'm almost done, girl. I'm almost done. Jamie says, take yourself to bed. But she needs to hear the rest of this. Are you ready for this? I was probably in 10, 12 beauty pageants in Idaho. Okay? Never even placed. Never even placed. Never. And the worst part, like, it's not the not placing that I have a problem with. You want to know what I have a real problem with? Is the fact I didn't even win Miss Congeniality because I wasn't nice. Yeah. So there you go. I actually wish I would have won Miss Congeniality, but I wasn't even in the running because I just had the wrong attitude the whole time. So there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There was this one time, I just got to tell you this because I can. My talent. So my talent was, you guys can make fun of me, okay? Clogging. I was really good at clogging. Clogging was really big in Shelley, Idaho. It's a lot like tap dancing, but it's a little more country, right? Clogging or playing the piano, which I was never very dedicated to. There was much better pianists running, okay, for the title. Here's the problem. The reason why I didn't place was because I did not put the work into my talent. Just to be honest with you, I had a myriad of things I was doing, in high school, and like playing the piano on the side was certainly one of them, but it wasn't anything I took really seriously. So you go up against these awesome girls who have dedicated the practice time to what they're, the craft. Of course they're going to win. But I will tell you what, so I'm up against this girl named Hillary. Okay. She plays the harp. We're in Miss Idaho Falls. And it's like, oh my gosh, Hillary Jenkins is here. She's the one to beat. Okay. She plays the harp. She wears this beautiful white dress. She has won like Miss Teen XYZ 1, 2, 3. Like, she's the thing. And I'll tell you what about Hillary. Okay. Is that she walked in that first day and I was like, of course I was. And again, I'm 18 or 16. Okay. I'm like, I hate her. Right. Because I'm not feeling confident. She ends up being like the nicest person. Oh, she's so cool. She's like, has done the pageant thing. She's like offering me her dresses and stuff. And I always felt bad for like not liking her. But anyway, we're Miss Idaho Falls and they announce, and this is big. It's big in a small town, this kind of thing. It's big in a small town. So you're up on stage and they're doing the runner-up, right? They're doing the, fourth runner-up, and I'm not fourth. And so, and like, you're praying you are, but then you're praying you're not, because if you are fourth, then you're not first. And then they do third, and then they do second, and they do first runner-up. Are you ready for this? Is Hillary freaking Jenkins. What? So every other girl on that stage is like, Hillary is the freaking person to beat. And she is first runner up. That means the rest of us are all in the running to win. I'll tell you what, that's the closest I ever came to winning a beauty pageant, was those several moments between announcing first runner up and announcing the winner in that particular pageant. So they obviously announced the winner. It was not me. But I'll tell you what, Hillary should have won that because she was nice, she was kind, and she deserved to win. And I actually felt good that I felt worse for Hillary for getting first than for me not winning, because she deserved it. And there was like, there's politics. Hi, Money. How are you today? Money. It's not the best name. Okay. Sorry. So much. Bye-bye. My girlfriend asked if I was burning the midnight oil. Bye-bye, Jamie. So nice to meet you. I think you're awesome. DM me. Bye. Okay. It was exciting. Okay. Thank you, Dr. V. Oh, gosh. Those beauty pageants taught me so freaking much. Honestly, all of the life experiences you can never, like, they all add up. My personal belief is everything you go through is for a reason, for sure. It's just making you a better person. That's why we're here, is evolving. And if you're not evolving, if you're not getting better, I don't find my life exciting at all if I'm not evolving and overcoming problems. It's like, talk about what humans are made to do. It's definitely evolving and figuring stuff out. Okay. Dr. V, did you do a funnel marketing campaign for your One Click Lindsay book? Any strategies and tips? Dr. V, I did. It didn't work very good, but my new book, thank you, Dr. V. My new book is coming out this winter. Guess what it's called? Content That Converts. Well, that's the working title. There's already a book called that. So I can't steal her thunder. I got to come up with my own name, but it's going to be something around those lines. It's going to teach, night, Jamie. It's going to teach very similar to what I teach here. So when I talk about that, Dr. B, because you and I, you know how to find me in my teachings, I'll let you know what I find out. Book marketing, I've stayed away from, honestly, for the past year and a half, because these funnels where it's like free book, nope, plus shipping, blah, blah, blah. I've tried it a lot for coaches and it just doesn't seem to work that great. Okay. Oh, content that converts again. How quickly do I ditch somebody who starts a Facebook Messenger pitch? I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I think it's energy related. Like, I feel like energetically, one person DMs me on Instagram and says hi, and the next person DMs me on Instagram and says hi. I feel like I know already with how they said hi in writing whether or not they're going to pitch me on something. So I don't really engage so much when I have that feeling, because there's a lot of people coming into the old DMs. So Dr. V's getting one of those pitches. They were taught and they work, but here's the thing. If you're doing, and I've done reach out like that, I'm not above it. I've totally done it, where you're doing cold reach out to all your Instagram followers and saying, hey, thanks for following me, or pitch, or whatever. You know what I mean? I've done it, but here's the thing. The kind of people that respond to that, right, are typically 911. I need a solution right now. And when we coach people who are in this desperation, tight mode, it's not fun, because like they're looking to you to be their savior, and like that's not the business we're in, and nor can you be anyone's savior as a coach, because most of the coaching, even the strategic coaching that I do for digital marketing, it's an internal game, man, and there's just like not a lot you can do. There's not a lot that you can do. Okay. How to engage. Having honest conversations is how you would engage, my friend. Okay. And does live streaming from YouTube Studio create great reach than using a streaming service like StreamYard or Restream? Honestly, Dr. V, you're asking me so many hard questions. I do not know the answer to that. My guess is, if it's like every other platform will give you more reach if you use their tools natively. So I will not, I mentioned this. If I pre-record a video and I upload that to Instagram stories, Instagram won't give me the same kind of reach that it will if I'm recording an Instagram story, either using hands-free mode or just recording it right there. Or if I have a TikTok and I upload it to Instagram as a reel, the reach is going to be down, because all these social media platforms are like, use me and only me. And so as much as you can, you want to try to stay native, because it will affect your reach. And the programming out there, like they know where you've used the content and stuff. You're welcome. I know it wasn't that good of an answer, Trag. I know. Sorry, let's discuss. Yeah, Dr. V, let us discuss in the content that converts.me. You're right. Okay. You know what? I'm thinking that 3 hours on an Ask Me Anything is sufficient, especially because we have happy hour tonight. So happy hours at 5 p.m. PST. You're invited. Everyone's invited. Bring a friend. Come on camera. Don't come on camera. Join us. Ronnie, the world's best magician. I got Ronnie, the world's best hypnotist and mentalist, is headlining tonight. What? Yeah, it's going to be off the chain. Okay. I hope you'll join me. DM me if you need links to the Zoom room. Dr. V, thank you for joining me. And Dr. V entertains us in the comments. I just had to do a quick shout out to him. Besides that, Tonight's the last night to fill out your form. Oh, good. Money says you have amazing energy, and I posted my second YouTube video. I am so, so glad, Money. I hope you guys can come to the happy hour tonight if you have time. Okay. Fill out the form if you want to know next steps. I'm looking for 5 more people to fill out this cohort. Okay. I got some hanging chads out there of conversations. If you're one of them and you want the seat, please say you want it, because the people that I talk to are so awesome. So I would love you guys to be in there. Positive vibes. I think we should end on that. Money ends with positive vibes. I'm going to end it up right here, right now. Thank you for joining me for this massive AMA. And I'll see you guys tonight at happy hour. Bye.